I always feel like an old dude when I'm trying to start this thing because it's so many different things. Okay, I believe that we are live. Babyface P feeding Babyface P feeding his face right now.
Yeah, that's what
Try
I'm
to
doing.
say that three times fast. Okay, so we are live. We're feeding out to the folks out there. Let us know if we're coming in loud and clear. Audio's good. All that kind of stuff. I hope so. It is Tuesday. Have we come up with a name for Tuesdays yet? I don't know. It's so
Big Titty
easy.
Tuesday.
Did you just say Big Titty Tuesday?
Big Titty Tuesday.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're here. We're here. Um, so I don't even know what we're gonna call it. But listen, let me do this first here before we get into the show. Remind everyone: go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list, look around the website. We've got all kinds of links out there, stuff that we talk about. All of that. If you're still looking for Cyber Tuesday, I don't know,
Yeah, we're now Cyber Tuesday, I guess.
Cyber Tuesday, yeah, I think deals are still going. If people have deals out there, let us know. We're, of course, feeding out to everyone live through Utreon, so big shout out to Utreon for taking care of us as well. Shout out to the people who are listening to us on audio, all that kind of good stuff. And big shout outs right there to my peeps, the Franklin Armory folks. Big shout out to them. I actually have some stuff from Franklin Armory that I need to figure out how to edit and get it up. So we'll get into that here. Let me throw Babyface P here onto the screen and smash the open. Let's do this.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange
All right,
Situation.
guys, don't forget to hit that
Lifestyles of the
subscribe
rock
button,
and
smash the
loaded.
thumbs ups, ring the bell, push the up arrow, all the other kind of things that are go. Oh, there you go. There goes the bell. Babyface, quick on the bell tonight. Yeah. So on Utreon, you got to do the up arrow and all of that. Share the fact. Tell people that we're on Utreon. For everyone who's out there right now in the chat, let us know if you want a shout out or something. We can give it to you. I see Jade Grew out there in the chat. I see Cruiseman, which I think is Chris B. I see Armament and Axes. I see Appalachian Gunrunner. Shout out to all those folks. It's a Tuesday. Let's see. This is episode. Oh, Jazz Hands. There we go. Jazz Hands has to be done. Jazz Hands. There we go. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on for Big Titty Tuesdays.
They're Big Titty Tuesdays.
There you go.
It's only when it's you and me. When it's just you and me, it's Big Titty Tuesdays.
Oh, okay. All right.
If Walter or anybody else jumps on, then it's not Big Titty Tuesdays.
Oh, because they might be offended.
Who knows?
Yeah. This is episode 839 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, and my guest tonight is Patrick Babyface P. He's going to be bearing his soul
Oh yeah,
to everyone out there.
I came out of the womb at 9 months old, and then got slapped in the
You better-
behind,
Okay.
thrown to the wolves.
Yeah. Oh, he got thrown to the wolves.
Thrown to they took me under their belt, and that's how I turned into
The
who I am
wolves of
today.
Tampa.
Wolves raised me.
There's
On the
wolves in
streets,
Tampa.
me-
There's wolves in Tampa.
The mean wolf streets of Tampa.
The
Raising
west
me up
side.
good.
The west. Is there a
Taught me
west
how to
side in
eat.
Tampa?
There is a west side. That's the Cuban side of Tampa.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, West Tampa is where all the Cuban stuff is. It's like
Okay.
where all the cigar, like Ebor, all the cigars stuff. That was all in West Tampa.
So
And
what's
I think it's mostly turned kind of black now, but back in like the 20s, 30s, 40s upwards, it was mostly Cuban.
there's black Cubans?
Mostly immigrant.
a couple.
There's some dark Cubans.
Yeah, because Cuba took it. A lot of people went to Cuba. A lot of people went to Cuba. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some people had
yeah.
their nefarious reasons why they wound up in Cuba, but and then Cuba actually gave a lot of so Cuba, I guess back in the days, I don't know how it is now, but they had a lot of like well-trained medical people, and they would send those people out all through the Caribbean.
Interesting.
And it was a way of bringing everyone into socialism and communism.
Trying to tell them like, hey, we'll take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can find some brothers up in Cuba. Old school, the old school ways. So what's the bad part of Tampa? Let's start with that. Shout out to anyone out there who's from Tampa.
So West Tampa is now considered kind of a bad part of town. It's really gone downhill. And then there's an area between, if you look on a map, it's on the east side, I guess, between like MLK Boulevard and the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
That whole area out there is rough.
Yeah, for some reason, they always only put a MLK Boulevard wherever it's bad.
I don't understand it, but it's true.
It's like a demarcation of the wrong side of the tracks or something like that. You know?
Pretty much. Anytime you go on an MLK Boulevard, you're always like, I don't feel
be
good
careful.
about you.
Don't wind up your window. Lock your doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. A couple of things here. Night Train says, I worked in Tampa back in 1979, 1980. That's from Night Train. And Cruise Man says, I lived across the bay from Tampa. And
There's
Lola,
a lot of areas over there.
yes, Lola is trying to be funny today, which is weird because Lola's trying to be funny. She says, wait, Patrick is the Tampa Tarzan.
I have been known to get naked and climb through buildings, yes.
Right. Well, you know, Tarzan, like, you know.
Yeah, Tarzan. He
Tarzan.
wore a loincloth and swung through trees.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my dad refused to look at Tarzan. My dad refused to look at Tarzan.
Refuse? Like, why would he refuse?
Do you know why?
Was he white?
Because Tarzan's white. My dad obviously is a black guy.
Tarzan's white, and he...
Yeah. My dad's
So he doesn't belong in Africa or something?
Yeah, my dad's a very radical black dude. And he was like, there's no way a little white baby is going to be in the jungles of Africa and then survive and become the strongest, most badass, you know.
Did you know that there is a real Tarzan? Like, not really Tarzan, but there is a kid that was raised in the jungle, like, by himself. And he's still, to this day, they brought him into civilization, and they found that if you don't develop language in a certain period of time, it's almost impossible for you to learn language because your brain didn't grow the parts it needed. So this kid grew up in the desert, in the jungle. They brought him in when he was like 14 or 15, and he has always been kind of a weirdy kind of jungle man. He never really learned whatever the local language was. A really interesting story. I can't remember his name. I'll have to look it up.
I would like to know what part of Africa. Was he ripped? Did he swing from vines?
He was a kid when he brought him in, so he wasn't ripped.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen ripped
Let's
kids.
see.
By the way, so when I came to live in America a long time ago, which was like 1983, they made me go talk to, like, I came and I went into the end of, is that middle school, I guess? Intermediate school is what they called it?
Yeah, middle school.
Yeah. And I went
Junior
to the end.
high.
Yeah, I went to the end of that. So they had me stand in front of classes, which is not a good thing to do to a kid. Don't make a kid stand in front of the class and explain, like, talk about where you're from or whatever.
No,
exactly.
exactly.
It's not going to ingratiate him to all these people.
It just makes you a weirdo.
Yeah, so people saw
Makes you stand out worse.
Yeah, they were like, oh, so he lived in Africa for 3 years. And they were like, people were like, oh, did you live in a mud hut? Did you swing from vines?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This totally helped. I didn't get my ass kicked at all.
Put him in the class, and then he'll just associate with whoever he wants. You don't need to bring him up front.
Yeah, it was bad enough. I had a British accent. You know,
God.
all of that stuff was bad enough. Shout out to Marley. Shout out to Marley over there.
Oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm all set now.
Shout out to Marley now that you drank her drink. See, Marley loves
drink.
you. If that's her drink or your drink?
That's my drink. Well, it's shared. We split one. See the size of that cup? It's huge. It's enough for two people.
Yeah, Marley loves you. I don't share my drinks with anyone, as you know.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you
Not
knew
even
that.
Lola?
No, hell no.
Really?
Listen, Lola always complains to you about that. That I don't.
Yeah, no,
I don't
share a drink with me.
No, I don't believe in that. No. If someone drinks from something, that's their thing. I am done with that.
No.
At this point, I don't know. I'm weird like that. So
the cups from what is this? McAllister's. They give you like a massive lemonade, so it's enough for two of us.
Yeah. So let me see. So yeah, Tampa. We were talking about Tampa, and all the goings.
So yeah,
on.
East Side and West Side. West Tampa's. They're trying to bring it back. So they're trying to bring back like the cigar culture. Ebor's trying to pick its boots up.
Mm-hmm.
but the far east side, out by the fairgrounds, that's pretty rough.
There's money, a lot of money in Tampa.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's big dollars in Tampa.
Yeah, there's a lot of money. That's one of the places that I go and I see nice cars. Well, you see that all over Florida.
Oh,
People have nice cars.
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, the place you're going to see the nicest cars in Florida is going to be, I think, Miami.
I would say Miami, like South Beach. Everybody's
Yeah.
and it's only because they're all trying to show off. Most of those people are probably horribly in debt, but you
Yeah.
know, they're all flexing on South. I've been to South Beach once. I had a burger. We ate on South Beach because we wanted to do the whole eating on South Beach. Had a burger and a beer and fries. That was, you know, and it was like $56. And I was like, I'm never coming back here again. That's crazy. Never, and I've never been back.
Yeah, I lived in South Beach for like a month one time.
Oh, no thank you.
Yeah, I went down there. A friend of mine, his name is Enos, and he's from Panama. And he had a song that, because he did reggaeton, early days of reggaeton. And I was actually doing stuff with him, and he had a song called Leche.
Milk.
Yes. Now think about this. You're Cuban. So his song, the I think the line in it was "Dale leche pa que va," right? So it was like, "Give him the milk." So you know what that is. Do I have to explain it past that? Give him the.
I think I know what that is.
Yeah. So that was his song, which was actually #1 on the radio in Miami.
Cool.
For some
no,
time.
Miami. From what I hear, I have heard rumor that Miami is. So it has been known for a long time as being like a super liberal city. I wouldn't say super. It's not as bad as like California, but it had been known for being kind of the liberal hotbed. Supposedly, it is an up and coming like conservative area, which is very surprising to me.
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, because I think the mayor of Miami is one of the first American mayors. Well, no, he's the first one to take Bitcoin, right?
Something like that. Yeah. And I think he's and you know, when you say Miami conservative, that's like saying LA conservative.
Relative.
You know, it's not a true.
It's Joe Rogan level. Joe Rogan.
Yes, it's Joe Rogan level. But no, supposedly they're up and coming.
Yeah. Shout out to Shooting Gallery out there. I see Shooting Gallery as well as Vanessa Kitty. If anyone needs shout outs, let us know in the chat. By the way, if anyone gives us money, I'm splitting it 50-50 with you, Babyface B.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you. Since it's
I
just
don't know how to retrieve it, but
well, that's
I'll
your
figure
problem.
it out. You know me.
Yeah, I don't know how to
comes to
retrieve it
money.
either.
When it comes to money, I'll figure it out real fast.
Yeah, when you find out, you let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you will figure out for some money, and
I'll figure when I need a couple shekels. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, if you think you could buy something with that money, you'll be all up in there. I would
absolutely, yeah.
I want to see Florida become the gunshine state again. I want to see people take back over Florida, because Florida is like a purple state, which is unfortunate.
It needs to come back to being red.
Yeah, you know, if you're living in places in America where you can't go into a restaurant unless you show them a COVID vaccination card.
I did a little bit of watching of the whatever the cop, we talked about it last night, the cop that used her gun instead of her taser.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Extremely boring. Oh my god, they're doing jury selection right now, and that is horribly boring.
You're watching this whole thing. Oh my god. Yeah.
I didn't watch a whole lot of it. I probably put in about 20 minutes of watch time. But to the point, though, it was the judge had a mask on and like plexiglass shielding around the court, and told the jurors and told all the people, "Make sure you wear your mask." And she's Asian lady, so that's not really good representation of an Asian lady. But she was telling everybody, make sure you wear your mask in the courtroom. Yeah. Anytime you're in the courtroom or the
unless it was Aquafina. What state is it? What state is this in?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
No, Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
I think it's Minnesota.
Yeah.
But no, it's weird to life here in Gainesville is pretty much gone back to normal. You have the crazies that are still doing the crazy shit. But for me, going shopping, doing things, life is.
I don't think there's mask things here unless you go to a doctor's office or a hospital or something.
Yeah, and
That's the only thing.
that is the only place I respect their mask requirements.
Yeah.
If any place has a sign on the door, I just ignore it and walk in, and nobody says anything.
My shades broke, right? So I have like some new shades, and they broke. One of the what do you call these things here on the what are these called?
I don't know. The earpiece? I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, is it the wing? Is it the arm of the glasses?
I called it the earpiece the other day. I'll tell you a crazy story once you're done here, though.
So I went to the
ophthalmologist.
I don't know what they are. The eye place. It's something Quinn Eye or something like that.
Yeah, Quinn is where I go. That's the same place I go.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Dr. Quinn is a nice guy.
Yeah, they're cool. They're all cool people, but they moved.
Yeah, they have the new building is really nice.
Yeah, so I went over there, but I was driving the R8, and I don't have no damn mask in the R8.
No, they'll give you one, I think.
So I go in there, I have no thing. I stand at the door, and I'm a little loud. So I go, do you guys have because they're all the way in the back. So I was like,
they're against the wall.
So I was like, I'm standing at the door, like, do you guys have a mask for me? Or what?
Yeah.
And then everyone turns around and looks at me or whatever.
The show is on now.
Yeah, so I was not embarrassed, though. I don't really feel that kind of level of embarrassment.
That's one of those things that would embarrass her if I did stuff like that, but it doesn't. I don't care.
Put it in a damn door.
I see
if it's a thing, put it at the door.
Once a year, and that's it. Go get my eyes checked, get my prescription updated if I have to, and that's all. That's the only time I see them.
Exactly.
Interesting story. Since we're talking glasses, though. I swear goblins exist, or gnomes, or elves, or something. Some little creature that can go invisible and steal your stuff exists.
Okay.
Or tinker.
Why do you say that?
I swear to God, the other night, this was like 3 or 4 nights ago, went to bed, because I woke up on Saturday morning, I think, and I had to deal with it. Went to bed, took my glasses off, and sat them on my nightstand like I always do. Woke up the next morning, put my glasses on. I took a shower, did everything. I came to sit at my computer, and I went and grabbed my glasses to put them on, and one of the earpieces had fallen off. And I was like, son of a bitch, I broke them while I must have laid my laptop down on it and broken them. I'm going to have to go. And I looked, and they're not broken. What is the name? What's the definition?
Temple, apparently.
Temple, okay. The temple.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know
one
that.
Of the,
the temple,
one of the temples was laying on the side. And I picked it up and looked at him, and I was like, this is so weird. There's nothing broken here. What is going on? And I looked right where my glasses had been, and the screw had come out of my glasses and was just sitting there on my nightstand.
How did it back itself out?
That's what I'm saying. How did it back? I've been wearing these glasses for a year. I've had these glasses for the better part of like 2 or 3 years. It's never happened before. And
it just backed out and just doop.
It
was going for a walk.
I'm telling you, there are like goblins or something that come in at night and just mess with things and then leave.
Who knows? When you're not looking, it's
I could not. I had to call Marley. I was like, you will not believe this, but my glasses, this screw was just out of them, just sitting there. It was crazy.
Yeah, the vibration. I wonder if that happens because you're shooting.
Maybe we're like, I guess it could.
You gotta put blue Loctite.
I'm gonna Loctite my glasses on. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put some blue Loctite on that. If anyone out there that shoots, because you're shooting and you're obviously wearing your glasses as eyes, let us know. Yeah, Lola said Marley's messing with you. What's going on back there?
Yeah, no, she got up in the middle of the night and took the screw out. I was like, we'll never know.
Oh, so Marley's gaslighting you.
She is. See, look at that. You see that face over my shoulder? The screw coming out of my glasses. Guys, she says goblins. Lola says you're messing with me.
I.e., she's trying to make you think you're crazy. Yeah. So she could that way. Listen, if Marley can get you. What is it like? If they get you committed,
Baker acted.
Yeah,
you get me committed.
She could take over your fortune.
She takes all my fortune, which is what 20, 30 grand in guns. She's gonna have to learn to sell all the guns off.
Yeah, Appalachian Gunrunner says like the gnomes that stole underwear on South Park.
Yes, it's the underwear gnomes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, K&M Arms says they back out as you open and close them. That's why you have to look at the screw.
Never happened before, though.
I don't think these.
Oh, it's cool to see Ken in here, though. It's nice to see Ken on YouTube.
Shout out to Ken. We need to get Ken to actually. We need to get him on the show. So it looks like he has a channel. Everyone should follow K&M Arms.
Absolutely. Let's see if I can click on.
Yeah, and we'll get him.
I can't. I have to go to it.
Does he have a channel? Let us know, Ken, if you have your channel all set up. If not, we know the folks at Utreon. We can get you the info and help you get set up. So, yeah, shout out to Ken. That's a very smart dude.
So I guess I just need to, after shooting every now and then, I need to just check them. The great thing.
There has to be some kind of blue Loctite type of thing for glasses. Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I could just use regular blue Loctite.
Yeah. Yeah. And for anyone who wants to know, this has a prescription. I'm just trying to say. Because people, look at that. There's a prescription. People say that I'm just trying to look smart. No, I'm getting
There's so many jokes there that I'll keep them to myself.
Yeah.
I'll keep them to myself.
I'm getting old and I have to wear glasses all the time, but I don't wear them all the time.
I'm not getting old. Yeah. Well, no, I am getting old. But no, I've been wearing glasses since I was like 17 or 18.
Oh, okay. No.
Everything since high school, everything just started getting a little fuzzy, and I had to do some of that. And then finally I got glasses and
yeah. My shades have a prescription in it. So Ken says just create a profile today. Ooh. And I have a date to be on the show soon. Awesome.
It will be on next week, says Lola.
Oh, next week. Oh, okay. There you go.
Well, cool. Boom. I always like having. Listen to Ken. He does what I eventually want to do, which is own some machinery and make some stuff.
Yeah, you should. I don't know when Ken's coming on, but you should come on when Ken's coming on.
Awesome.
If you can. I know. Obviously, you got stuff going on.
We're gonna be on a vacation in 2 weeks, so.
Oh, okay. We're not doing this whole month, by the way. So we're not gonna.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna take.
We're gonna be out of town. We're going to North Carolina on the 13th. So we're gonna be the ski lodge is already open. We're gonna do some snowboarding. We're gonna take a train ride to see Santa Claus. What else are we gonna? We have a whole bunch of stuff planned. We're gonna have some fun.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time this time.
Yeah. So Marley goes and sees Santa Claus and sits on Santa Claus's lap and everything.
No. So there's this bright. If you look it up, if anybody is listening wants to look it up, it's called the Bryson City Train. So in Bryson City, North Carolina, they have they run a couple of different trains, and they have one they only run during Christmas or just before Christmas, and it's the Polar Express where they play like music from the Polar Express movie. They tell you stories from Polar Express, and then they take you somewhere out in the woods where Santa is, and kids get to like meet Santa, and then they bring you back to the.
So it's like Santa's Village or something out in.
Yeah. They take you on a steam engine out to Santa's Village. It's like an hour and 45 round trip. Trains are. That's one of the cool things I found out. I really like taking a train ride. They're neat.
Yeah, it's fun. So a couple of things here. By the way, shout out to Shooting Gallery NE, and he said he's got all his content over here right now, so you guys can follow him. And then K&M says he is going to be on, I guess, next Tuesday, the 7th.
And if anybody is curious, let's see if it pulled it through already. Can I see my channel? No badges.
Yeah,
how do I go to my own channel?
I
had a video that just went up, so it should be on my channel.
Yeah, they get videos up there pretty relatively fast from what I've seen.
Not quite there yet. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what Shooting Gallery. He says the 7th is his birthday. So there you go.
It's cool to see that they bring all this stuff in, though. That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, when next? So that's next Tuesday. Next Tuesday for anyone. I don't know whether or not you'll be able to make it, but Ken.
We'll see.
And Ken will be able to show off and handle guns, and we could get.
And finally,
that's the most fun about all this stuff. Now we can actually handle guns. So
yeah. So did you see? I finalized my Pimped Out MP5 today.
I saw a picture up on Instagram.
Oh, that's it. It was on Instagram.
Yeah.
Check that. So this is pretty much finally completed.
What is
Tech 14.
Okay.
So getting the PEC 14, I had to get a different M-lock piece so I could get the PEC 14 where I wanted it. But PEC 14 has been upgraded with a so PEC 14. Interesting thing is originally these were, I think we talked about it originally from the 90s. If it will focus, had an incandescent bulb in it, so it was like 80 lumen incandescent bulb, which was probably like high tech for the time. But I got it upgraded with an LED, so 300 lumen LED, super bright. I got to do some testing on it. It also has an IR. It's a full powered IR laser and illuminator. So we got to do some night shooting with this and see how it does.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I got that finalized today, ready to play with.
Okay. But you have to have on the whole setup, and then you'll be able to.
So with night vision, you'll be able to see. So basically, when you're shooting with nods. And you and I'll have to take you out. We'll have to do a video of night shooting. Basically, you just kind of, because it has a laser, you just keep your head up and aim over the top of your gun and whatever the dot's on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to record it, but I guess we can run it. There's an out or something.
That's the hard thing.
Oh, okay.
So I only have 2 sets of night vision. If I try to convince Marley to let me buy a third one so we can put it on a camera, I think she would murder me. So I don't see that happening anytime. Do you see her shaking her head back there? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you only rationalize 2 because it's just, there is Buckshot. Buckshot may need his own.
Yeah, we need doggy night vision so he can see too.
Otherwise, he's not tactical. You know what I want to see you do? You need to get all the tactical, because you're not fully tacked out. Yeah, I'm going to show people a picture of you all tacked out.
Oh, yeah. No, I was pretty tacked out this weekend.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. If Buckshot's not tacked out, you're not really tacked out. So
I need to get him like a tactical vest. Can we do that, Mar?
Yeah.
We're getting Buck like a tactical vest.
Here's Babyface P's channel, by the way, so you guys could check it out. There's the post that he's talking about. And then this post
I have just make you laugh.
I don't know what is happening here in this post. I was like, what the hell is Patrick?
I found that on the internet and it made me laugh so hard out loud.
Read it.
That I had to steal. God has allowed me to live another day, and I'm about to make it everyone's problem. And I did the
Reddit?
The censoring on that image. That
must be Reddit.
There's something behind that little black square, but I decided to censor it for my own Instagram.
Yeah, shout out to Skivvy Waver. He says he finally found out how to see the chat. So shout out. People are finding us. Shout out to all the people finding us. Lola says, what all is on the MP5? So, yeah, you have to give the full rundown of the MP5.
Full rundown. Okay, so you want to go front to back or back to front?
Hey, usually I'm a front to back kind of guy, but
all right, front to back. PEC 14. So this is an old school laser light module that was originally developed for the Mark 23. So I have that wired in with a pressure switch on top. This is a Midwest Industries handguard, and I do have this SBR, so I have a vertical grip on mine. Your mileage may vary depending on.
And then up front, is that a threaded? Is your barrel threaded and the 3-lug, or just 3-lug?
Yeah. So I ended up doing it when I was building this. I ended up taking it down, pulling the barrel out, and I threaded this myself. Now you can see it like that. Come on, there you go. You can see there's threads under that, and then I made my own muzzle nut. Made a thread protector that kind of blends in. But yeah, 3-lug as well, and I personally I have a 45 cam that I don't use for a whole lot else, so I've been running that on here with a 3-lug adapter.
Is that Gemtech or what's that one?
This is Silencer Co.
Nice.
Octane 45.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, 3-lug it. So then moving back from there, yeah, we got vertical grip, a Midwest Industries handguard, because I like M-lock. M-lock. I like M-lock.
Mm-hmm.
Back from there, Midwest Industries upper it clips on the top, so you can put red dots and stuff on it with a pick rail.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
then I picked up a Vortex Venom to play with, and it's okay. I definitely prefer the RMRs, but the Venom is like $180, where an RMR is like $400. So this will probably be there for a while.
And I guess you can't co-witness that, or is it co-witnessed?
I can If I wanted to, I can make it work. I have another mount that goes here. Thank you, baby. I have another mount that goes here that's lower that I could get it to co-witness, but I ended up not wanting it co-witnessed. I kind of like looking over the top of the front sight post. That's just playing around. That's what I found that I like best.
Mm-hmm.
Moving down from there, this is a Magpool grip module for the MP5 with their Magpool safety lever. Funny thing, when you start shooting an MP5, you start learning that reaching the left side lever with your thumb, see if it'll focus. Getting the left side lever is kind of difficult. I don't have huge thumbs, so it's kind of hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
So having the ambidextrous and actually running it with your thumb on this side makes a lot more sense for me. And then moving back, this one currently, the great thing about an HK, the great thing about an MP5 is you just push a pin out and I can switch out to whatever stock I want. So currently it's running just an A3 stock, the bigger one. And through the loop, I have a sling attachment point. I think this is like Vickers or something. I don't know who makes this. And then I have a sling on it. But that's the entirety of the MP5.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's pimped out.
Yeah, we have a video coming at some point when someone here finishes editing that video.
Yeah, and that's not me. He's not deriding me for not editing.
That video, I don't know, man. That video will be coming out at some point in the future. I promise.
If you guys want to helmet for neck bone, I like the idea of putting a helmet and earplugs on the dog, but we'll see.
What was the name? Remember, there was a company that someone came on, and that company makes like the tactical stuff for the dogs. What was that? I can't remember their name.
I don't remember.
If you guys know the name of that company out there that makes, the tactical stuff you could put on the body of the dog, and then he could carry extra magazines or whatever.
Let's see. Amazon.
I can't remember the name of that.
Dog body armor.
There was a company someone was talking to us about that.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Some of these like doggy body armor things are pretty dope.
Yeah. By the way, here's Patrick all tacked out on the range.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, and check that out for Shooting Gallery NE. Look at that, Shooting Gallery NE. Oh,
it'll be in the video.
What?
I don't look terrible in a black shirt. It kind of slims me out a little bit.
Look at you with your FBI glasses.
FBI glasses, holster. I got a full.
The leg crotch.
Yeah.
Holster.
I got a full belt, war belt that I'm playing with right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that wasn't the whole.
I have armor too. I don't think I have a picture of the armor.
There's supposed to be one. Yeah, I thought I had a picture of you with all the armor stuff on.
You have to look. I don't know if you took a picture with the armor.
Oh, I thought I did. I guess I did it.
But no,
or did I do a video? Maybe I did a video with you with all the stuff
downstairs. I think I'm playing with Eagle Industries. I have an Eagle Industries operator belt. I'm not an operator, so don't take it for like that. It's just what it's called. But I have a whole belt set up that I'm playing with.
You just crush a lot. You're not an operator. You just crush a lot. You know what that is?
Is that a no? Is that a saying from something?
That's from Big Pun. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Big Pun?
Okay.
Old school rapper.
Since you're talking rap though, what was that thing you just sent me about the rapper wanting to bring back Trump?
Kodak Black.
What does he mean? What was he talking about?
So let me see. I got to pull it up. I think I sent it to you, right? Yeah. So Kodak Black. There's a couple of things.
Shooting Gallery NE says that's a sexy patch.
It is. It's a cool patch. That's why I decided. It was right there when we were shooting this weekend. I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw this on. So let me see. I'll throw this up here. This is Tone Deaf. Was it tonedeaf.thebrag.com? Kodak Black says he wants to bring Donald Trump back.
What's that mean?
Whenever there's a slow news day, it's always good to know that Kodak Black will be close by with a headline-grabbing social media moment. His latest stating his wish for the return of President Donald Trump in a viral tweet. Bring Trump back, he wrote to his millions of followers over the weekend. No context was provided for the tweet. Kodak's admiration for Trump probably has a lot to do with the fact he granted the rapper clemency as one of his final acts in office.
I forgot he got clemency from
him. Back in January, Trump commuted his sentence for his 2020 conviction for a firearms possession charge. He says, "I'm the real one. Trump a real one," Kodak revealed back then, also sporting an autographed MAGA cap. "We Geminis, his birthday's 2 days after mine. Pops, Pops, my lawyer, Bradford Cohen. I call him Pops like my daddy." This is a quote. "Know what I'm saying? He know Trump like that, so it's like Trump know what's up." Wow. I mean, he's cool with Trump, so maybe he's going to be bringing Trump back, I guess.
Trying to find when was the post?
You know.
Do you have the date when they
Kodak Black?
made that post? I'm trying to see what people said about it because I want to see the comments on it.
Yeah, I texted it to you, so it looks like...
No, not the article. I want to see. Do you have the date on the actual Twitter post?
His Twitter. That would have to be on Kodak Black. It must have been a recent post on his Twitter.
I'm on his Twitter. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, did they say the date? Over the weekend.
Weekends.
I mean, Kodak Black is probably posting stuff on Twitter like every 10 minutes.
He actually doesn't post that much.
Yeah, Shooting Gallery says, "Instead of bringing presidents back, let's bring good rap back." I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I want to see rap.
I don't know anything of this guy. I don't know any of his music.
Kodak Black? He's got some... He's got like a baby-sounding voice. He's got a weird kind of voice, which is what you need to be good in hip-hop. By the way, this is what I'm rocking here. Let me see if I could... This is what I'm drinking. Let's see. Can you see?
You getting hard?
Fever Tree. Yeah, Fever Tree ginger beer.
Oh,
ginger beer. Fever Tree. I don't know if folks know about... I don't know if folks know about the real ginger beer. Like, not ginger ale, which is fake. That's soda. Ginger beer. Good for the voice. When you have a sexy voice like mine, you got to take care of it. So yeah, Kodak Black, man, so do you remember we talked about Kodak Black?
He got his sentence commuted.
He's from Florida. Kodak Black is a Floridian.
I know that.
Yes, he's a Floridian. He's the guy who went and rented a Porsche. Remember I was telling you this guy rented a Porsche, then went to a gun store and bought a gun, and then took that gun on a drive-by, and then crashed a Porsche, and left the Porsche and the gun.
And he got his sentence commuted for that?
So he got into trouble for that. And then I think he was coming back from Canada, and they caught him on the border coming back with a gun. But I think that they went after him because they said he lied on his 4473. Remember?
That's what they got him on a.
Yeah, because I think
that's the only person I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think at some time he bought one of these guns when he had charges and everything, and he said that he didn't. So that's the whole, that's the whole thing that happened with him and how he got into trouble, and Trump pardoned him. But that house that he did the drive-by in, there was kids in there and all that kind of stuff. I don't really.
So
I don't
not
agree.
necessarily a good person.
I don't agree with Trump pardoning Kodak Black. I really don't. I think he's bipolar and has a whole bunch of different issues, and he will be back doing some shit. So I think I agree with Trump pardoning Lil Wayne, for example. Because Lil Wayne wasn't
what Lil Wayne was in trouble for.
When he got in trouble because they found him on a plane with a gun. But, he didn't like attack anyone, threaten anyone, or anything like that. They just found him with a gun. He was trying to... I think Coleon Noir made a whole video about that, but so I think that particular situation was a little different from this guy who is a little crazy doing drive-bys and all that. Yeah, I mean, if you pardon every rapper that did drive-bys, you that's every single day. So,
oh God.
Shooting Gallery says we need some Ja Rule and WuTang back in our lives. WuTang is still out there. WuTang is still out there. They're making TV shows.
What the hell they said? If you used to watch, excuse me, from Chappelle's show when they had WuTang Clan on. What did he say? There was like a
WuTang Clan is nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, I know the song, but damn it, WuTang Investments. That was a good.
Oh,
if anybody out there doesn't know, go look up the WuTang Investments skit from Chappelle's show.
Oh, I gotta look at that. Who's your favorite?
You haven't seen that? Oh,
who's your favorite WuTang Clan member?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know any of them other than a couple of their big songs. Like, I don't know their music that well. I do know
I'm gonna say Redman, not Method Man. Sorry, Method Man is my
Method Man.
favorite.
Is it
Method
okay?
Man. Yeah.
I do know. Have you heard any of the stuff about their unreleased album, which is currently owned by the Pharma Bro? Remember that Pharma guy?
Yeah,
that's
that's the album that's like $1 million.
Yes.
Just for
Yes,
the
and he
actual
streamed it.
physical, for the actual physical CD or whatever it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one of it, and yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the contract he signed when he bought it?
No.
In the contract, it specifies that oh god, what's the guy's name from Ghostbusters? The main
Dan Aykroyd?
No, nope, nope, nope.
Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on, I can't remember his name.
Uh,
Bill Murray. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Okay.
It specifies in the contract that at any point Bill Murray can come and steal the cassette or steal the album back from you.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only person that's allowed to do it, but it specifies in the contract like Bill Murray can steal this back from you, and you have no legal recourse.
What?
Yeah, so Bill Murray is allowed to steal the album.
So, so Bill Murray is part of WuTang Clan?
I WuTang Clan Bill Murray. Hold on.
Okay, someone wrote that
Here it
contract
is.
very high.
Bill Murray / WuTang Clan heist clause.
Okay.
Where is it?
Text it to me if you have a link. What is this? Night Train, CNN. Oh, Cruiseman says CNN suspended Chris Cuomo. So, and Night Train says, never thought CNN would take that step. Suspended?
According to a single tweet, the legendary rap collective retained some rights to the album as part of the sale. They, or Bill Murray, could reclaim it, but only in a heist. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, Bill Murray can pull a heist and steal the album back for WuTang Clan.
Yeah, if Bill Murray is robbing me, I'm just going to give him whatever he wants.
Have you ever seen the Bill Murray "Nobody Will Believe You" meme that went around like back in 2008 to 2010?
No.
So Bill Murray, back when smartphones were just really taking off, before they were super prolific. So say 2008, 2009, Bill Murray would do things to people and tell them, you can tell whoever you want, but nobody's ever going to believe you, and then walk away. I'm totally serious. So there are stories of Bill Murray. So they started popping up in like 2007, 2008, 2009 of Bill Murray. People, like one guy was like, nobody's going to believe me, but I was sitting at an airport in 2008. Bill Murray walked up to me, took a bite of my food, looked at me and said, nobody's ever going to believe you if you tell them I did this, and walked away and got on his plane. And he's like, nobody's going to believe me. And then
he might as well. I'll just give him the whole sandwich at that point, but yeah.
Yeah, for you. Finally, for around like 2010 or 11, people started catching him doing stuff and posting pictures of it. So there's like a picture of him at some random high school football game where the tuba player has his mouthpiece turned sideways and Bill Murray is playing the tuba. So he finally got caught like doing some of this stupid shit where he.
But he wasn't doing it. He wasn't being mean. He was just
no. He just thought it was funny that he'd walk up to somebody, do something, and be like, "You can tell the world, but nobody's ever going to believe you. If you tell them Bill Murray ate my sandwich, they're going to be like, no, he didn't. What are you talking about?"
Oh Lord. No, Bill. I like Bill. I don't know whether or not like with a lot of Hollywood actors.
I don't want to look up his politics.
Yeah, you don't know if he's cool. You don't know if he's cool or not cool, but he made me laugh.
I don't want to know because he seems so nice.
He made me laugh. So Lola sent me the story with Chris Cuomo. I don't know if you've been following that. Let's see. We'll pop that up here. CNN suspends Chris Cuomo indefinitely.
Wow, that's new news.
Yeah, I know there was something in the news where they were trying to figure it out because he helped his brother out. It says
he helped his brother by digging up dirt on one of the women that was alleging sexual abuse on him.
Yeah, it says after new documents revealed the cozy and improper nature of his relationship with aides to his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, the bench anchorman is declining to comment. So they're going to do a second hour of Anderson Cooper. Oh, yay. I don't look at CNN anyway, so I don't care.
I don't either. I don't even care.
So Chris Cuomo suspended or whatever. A lot of that stuff's been going on for a long time, but that's a family in New York that everyone knows is nasty. Even in my
Yeah.
times of growing up in New York, those people, they're like mafioso.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's how they look at it. They could do whatever they want to do, get away with anything. That's just every day to them doing that kind of stuff. So, CNN should have seen all those conflicts a long time ago. So, um, Brian Quick says, "Did you know Ray Parker Jr. was sued by Huey Lewis in the news for copying the Ghostbusters song? Who you
I
gonna
had no
call?"
idea. I didn't know that was a thing.
So that was Huey Lewis in the news that originally did that.
Uh, Huey Lewis in the news. Ghostbusters
Yeah.
lawsuits.
Yeah. Night Train says the
Let's see.
fall of House Cuomo. Yeah, they're not over. They're not done yet. And then
I
Phoebe
think
Raver
that
says go after Don Lemon. They won't do it. It's not
they
gonna
no, they
happen.
are. Don Lemon's lawsuit starts next week.
Which lawsuit?
Don Lemon has a sexual harassment lawsuit
Oh
starting
yeah.
next week. The guy's there was a guy that I think is straight who Don Lemon groped in a bar, and the guy is
Okay.
suing him for damages,
Hmm.
emotional distress, like a whole bunch of things. And most of the time, when you hear about somebody suing for damages or emotional distress, you're just like, "Fuck out of here!" You know, you're trying to just get money.
Hmm.
But if you read his court case, Don Lemon's like friends actually, I think,
They went after the guy.
went after the guy for speaking out about being sexually harassed by Don Lemon. So he was
Hmm.
like, "No, I want money, I want everything."
Yeah, that's
And
it. Do it. Knock
yeah,
him out the
no, so
box.
I don't think it's this week. I think it's next week that jury selection starts on that case.
Oh,
No,
man.
I'm on board. Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
All
karma
those New
is
York.
smacking these people upside the head. I didn't even realize all this was going on. What?
It's almost like the universe does come back around every now
There'll
and then.
just be some new idiot. Some new idiot
Oh,
will
there will be.
rise up and
Yeah,
be
for
the
sure.
anointed. What's the name of the Joy something chick?
Joy
I
Reid.
oh my god, I can't even stand. I can't even
Have you?
hear her
Do you
voice.
know who Brian Stelter is? Do you know the face?
Yeah, yeah. Uh huh.
How old do you think that man is?
Brian Stelter. 40.
Yeah, bald guy.
Yeah, yeah. Black hair, bald.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
bald, but yeah,
Kind of heavy set dude.
yeah. Oh no, fat guy. Yeah. How
Hmm.
old do you think he is?
40.
He's like 6 months older than me.
Really?
He looks. That man looks terrible. He
Hmm.
looks old. Oh, he looks awful. Bad looking dude.
Yeah. The media nowadays, man. No one wants to pay any attention to those dudes. Just because of all this kind of crap goes on. Yeah,
Just
that's the problem.
keep it in your pants. I don't care who
Yeah.
you are. Keep it in your pants. Don't
Dude,
go.
I don't even like Fox News.
I don't either. No, I don't. I don't really like them. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know of any media
I
organizations.
used to look at Fox News when I had no other choice. Listen, the chicks on Fox News,
Kaylee McEnany. I'm all about that.
they always have cute chicks,
Oh,
without
yeah.
a doubt. Like everyone has to step up their level over there. But even that doesn't hold me anymore. Now I'm just like annoyed when I even hear them. So I will just rather watch some other random. First of all, I don't have regular TV, but if we're in a hotel or something and there's cable, but ask Lola, I'll look at Rick and Morty or South Park. Seriously, man, I have no interest. This is how I'm disinterested, and it's not just CNN and MSNBC. I stopped looking at that stuff a long time ago. Even Fox News to me is like, what the hell are you guys doing? Sometimes they have on people who I like, and I'll watch it. Sometimes they have Colio Noir on. They have
So that's I catch
Antonia Okafor has been on there.
I catch those clips when they hit YouTube. I don't watch Fox
Yeah.
News. I don't watch any news really. I just catch clips on YouTube, or if it's something I'm interested in, I stay followed up on it.
Hmm.
And I get my news from 4chan. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Because I know the bias that they're coming with, and I know exactly. It's easy to pick out. It's so much easier to read 4chan and know like, oh, this. I know the bias this person's bringing. So I know exactly what to read into this or what not to read into this.
Do you know what conservative Hollywood is? Or that's what I call
We
conservative
had
Hollywood.
what's his name who led conservative Hollywood on. Remember? They did the dating game.
Oh no, but I'm not talking. Well, what I'm talking about is, well, so when I talk about conservative Hollywood, I look at it as a bad thing, because I think that even on our side, there's people who are only talking to conservative Hollywood, quote unquote. They just want to be cool. They want to wind up on the TV shows like Fox and all that, and they want to go to those kinds of parties.
Oh, you mean we have people on?
That's a derogatory thing to me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they want to. No, absolutely. There are a lot of people that kind of.
They just want to be down with the cool people and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Their perception is real bad.
Yeah, I've heard even there's some there's a pro 2A organization out there right now that we all know and love that's trying to be cool and be on Fox News and all that kind of stuff. And that's saddening. That makes me sad because fuck those people.
Yeah, do your thing. Don't
stay real.
They're not going to. Yeah. But that groups like that will never listen to me. I have no say.
No. We don't have any control over it, especially once organizations start getting a ton of money and stuff like that. But here's my advice: stay away from conservative Hollywood. Stop trying to be cool. Stop trying to be the cool conservatives or whatever, because that goes down a bad road. Okay, and you feed into a lot of stupid shit. Just stick to the people that had your back the whole entire time, and don't worry about all the parties and getting on the right shows or the right newspapers or whatever it is. I none of that is going to stop people from doing it, but that's what NRA did, man. That's why everything fell apart there.
Well, I imagine when you're running one of these companies, you see that as getting you to the next step and getting you more financial support, which I understand. It takes money to run legal cases, and that's those companies, organizations. That's what they should be focused on most of the time. Fighting legal cases. That's where the money should be going, because that's really where the
I don't want to see my Pro 2A organizations become the next NRA.
No, I don't either. No.
I'm not interested in that, to be honest with you. And listen, right now we're early stages of that, so I'm not getting on a soapbox about it or anything like that right now. But I'm disappointed to see people going in that direction, because it's not a good thing. But I do see, I see some of that happening. Lola says you're making a good point. I have no idea what she's. Patrick making a good. What is he making a good point about?
I don't know what I'm making a good point on.
Yeah, Lola, sure. You're gonna have to fill us in. Yeah, let us know when Patrick is doing something right, because.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
Yeah. LV Louis.
I was going to tell people out there they could donate to tell me what I'm doing right. Because then I get 50% now.
Right. Well, go knock yourself out. NRA stands for National Racketeering Association.
It does. It does. As a kid, it's sad, because as a kid, I had always thought of the NRA as this really good pro-gun association that taught kids how to shoot, taught this, and then you come to find out now that it's just a money game for people to steal your money, basically. Buy high-end cars and suits and go on trips and off your dollar. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. And I think you get lost somewhere along the way. If you make what you're doing all about going to the right parties and hanging out with the right people or whatever it is, right? Like having the right agencies, I think that you're trying to fit in. And that just keeps bending you. And I worry about that. I think just keep it gutter, keep it street. Stay raw. Think about why people really support you, that keeps you going, because the NRA got fat and corrupt. And to see companies out there that we talk about a lot and we support and even we give money to and all that kind of stuff, heading in that direction, to me, is very, very disappointing. We've never. I just came up here. I don't plan it or anything. I don't plan what we really talk about. But to see what's up
for Lola, since Lola is listening, that it's getting them to the next level and they need to make money. Yeah, that's what her point was.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Lola,
you did make a good point there. Yes.
I have some sweet treats coming tomorrow. Thank you very much for getting me. We're gonna possibly get hooked on this coffee that you guys have been drinking. It looks like I have some cocoa and some coffee that will be here tomorrow.
Are you getting shipping notifications or something?
I got a shipping notification that it might be here tomorrow.
Oh boy. Yeah. So yes, getting to the next level of the money.
I think that's what it comes
yeah.
down to. But
this is a double-edged sword, because I think what's happened. So what I see happening with the particular place that I'm talking about is that they've gotten a lot of money, but why have all the different 2A organizations out there that are not the NRA gotten a lot of money? Because the NRA fell apart. And the NRA fell apart because they had all this money and they forgot what was the purpose of the money. I don't think it's a bad thing that the NRA had a lot of money. It was a good thing that they had a lot of money. They should have used that money and that power to keep pressure and have leverage over politicians. You know? But they got fat. They got greedy. They enjoyed the limos. They enjoyed the flights and the suits and all the perks and everything. And then they stopped fighting. So now the byproduct of that is that now they got caught out there and we don't support them anymore. And we're giving our support to other organizations. Well, you tell me, Patrick, what are the other organizations starting to do?
I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know the answer to that question.
Same shit. Shit.
I get the GOA newsletter every now and then, and I do get emails from GOA about what they're working on, and I don't know beyond that what they're doing. If they're doing things that are scummy, I don't know. I'm not aware.
Well, what I'm saying here is that this is always the trap.
Yeah, money is the ultimate corruptor. It always has been.
Yeah, this is always the trap.
When you start
okay, let's take it away from that and put it in rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
You're a young, struggling rock and roll band. You know, it is at that time more about the passion, and you're motivated and you're hungry. I was just watching before we came on, and I need to go look at the whole thing, but Ted Nugent is on Joe Rogan, I think, today or something like that. And he's an awesome dude. People have to pay
I would love to meet
Ted
that guy.
Nugent.
He seems very down to earth. He seems wild, but he seems friendly.
He's very passionate. Yes. And he's still that way. This is the amazing thing. He's he's an actual rock star. Legit absolutely. Rock star. And he's been a rock star. I think the clip I was watching from Joe Rogan, since he was 12 years old or something like that, he was in a band. And he was opening for people. But what happens when you're a young rock band and you're struggling? You know, you're all about the creativity. You're writing your own stuff. You're out there. You're working hard. You're hustling. You're doing everything. But when you make it and you start getting millions and you have all these fans and you're doing the parties and getting high and you're going out to Hollywood and people want you to be in the movies and everyone wants to party with you, you start losing your edge. You stop being competitive and being hungry and hustling.
Yeah, because you've made it. Yeah, you think you've made it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and I think that happens to all of us. We're all susceptible to that. If you and I all of a sudden started blowing up and making millions of dollars here on YouTube,
I like to think that I wouldn't change a whole lot. I like to think so. I hope I don't. I hope I wouldn't. But yeah, you never know. You're right.
It's the curse, and you have to actively work on
fight against it.
Yeah, you gotta have some principles. You gotta have a compass. You have to have a thing in your mind that goes, no, I'm not, I'm like that. I try to be like that. I hope that I'm like that. That I have this thing where there's things that people come to me and I go, nope, I'm not gonna do that thing. I'm not gonna do something just for the money, right?
I've had the chance to say no to a couple things that I've been proud of saying no to.
We need money. We need it.
I need money, but I have had some things come across my desk before in the last year and was like, no, that's not right for me. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So I worry now, and I'm like saying this if anyone's listening, I'm saying it to all the organizations that are out there that aren't the NRA, because they're all tiny compared to the NRA. Okay, they're all a fraction of the size of the NRA, but because of
Mm-hmm.
what's happened with the NRA, they're all getting fatter. They're all
Yeah.
getting bigger. They're all getting more
Mm-hmm.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, be careful what you do. Don't start going down the same path as the NRA. That's all I'm saying. At some point, it'll be very obvious to people, and people will start seeing it. At this point, I could just read the tea leaves and I see the signs of things, and I could just say that it really does worry me because, um, like I wouldn't be here still doing this if I really didn't have passion behind this. For me, for you, Patrick, for a lot of people who come on there and on here and do this with me, it's not money involved. If I did this, if I went live every day for Stranger Palooza and talked about van stuff, I could actually do pretty well in my life. Um, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I do this because I really like this really means something to me, and it worries me to see some of the things that I'm seeing out there of what the folks are doing with the money and the different ways that they're wasting it, or that they're really just trying to get the right people and be in the right parties and all of that kind of stuff. And if anyone is listening out there from those places, just try to keep your shit together, because we're going to be talking about you, because right now we need these people to have their to be on point. So yeah, I don't know. Probably I should just leave it there. Otherwise, the reason why we do this podcast, by the way, is I don't know if people realize this. There's things that we've talked about a long time before they've happened. If you actually just go back in the past.
What have we predicted?
I
don't know what we've
there's
predicted.
things that we've seen and all that kind of stuff and talked about it or whatever before it's actually happened, and it's because we have our ears to the ground of what's going on, and we talk to different people out there and we plugged into things that are happening. So Lola says leave it there. That's from Lola. But just for folks out there, like, keep an eye. Who's watching the watchers? That's important.
Yeah.
That's an important thing to think about. So, and then go watch. I think the thing I want to say about Ted Nugent is, like, I watched him on Joe Rogan and he was playing his
Oh
guitar.
yeah. So what did
man.
he talk about on Joe Rogan today?
There was just snippets. Joe Rogan only has two snippets up on YouTube. If you want to see the whole, it's probably weird, like a guy who's doing a podcast talking about the king of the guy who the guy who's the king of doing podcasts.
Everybody talks about him. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's what I like about Joe Rogan, the same principle I just said. He's still acting hungry. He's still bringing in different people, and he's not been hungry for a long time. But, he's still, like, bringing in people who think differently. But one of the clips that's up right now, with the new stuff, Ted Nugent's been on Joe Rogan before, but Ted is actually playing music. And the way that he's playing for an old dude, we're talking about this. Ted Nugent is the dude that Walther rocked out to, right? And Walther is old. And he's like 50 something. But shout out to Walter. If he hears that, he's going to be mad. But, so what's Nugent? How old is Ted Nugent? Do you know?
I can look it up.
Ted Nugent, I'm guessing he's about 70. Or close
72.
to that.
He's good. He looks pretty good for 72.
He's my parents' age. My mom's no longer here.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Yes. Well, look at him. Look at that clip that's up, and look at him, like, playing the guitar and rocking the fuck out. That's actual passion. And I love that kind of stuff. That's a guy that does what he does because he loves it. He doesn't do it for the money. What is this? LV Louis Cypher says Charlie Daniels, to my understanding, has a very good moral compass. R.I.P. Charlie. Who's Charlie Daniels? Are we talking? I'm not sure.
Charlie Daniels was he was a country.
Oh, okay, country singer. Okay, yeah.
He was known for Devil Went Down to Georgia. Is that Charlie
Was
Daniels?
that it? Okay, I've heard the name.
Yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia. That was
Yeah.
Charlie Daniels. He died in July 2020. He died last year.
Oh, okay. I don't want to show that Joe Rogan thing because we'll just get in trouble. But
No, if anybody wants to go see it, they can find it. It's pretty easy.
yeah, if you go look it up, it's Joe Rogan, and there's only 2 clips as of now from Nugent. And I've told you in the past about Nugent. Like, he's a very passionate person. There's a thing that happened with me and Ted Nugent and a bunch of other people, and they took the whole thing the wrong way. But basically, Ted Nugent was talking about how when he was a kid, and he was looking at the kind of music that black people were making. This is where rock and roll came from. Rock and roll is an American thing, and it's. I'm not saying it was just black people doing rock and roll, right? America was doing rock and roll, and black people here in America had a very big input on that. And a lot of guys, not just Nugent, but a lot of guys like Nugent, like, learn this stuff from these people. And he was this thing that happened. He was telling me about that, about how he just looked up at black people and thought that these were like superhuman people, the way they could play. And he was just very passionate about it. And you could still see it in a 72-year-old guy. He was on Joe Rogan playing his guitar and like getting amped up, and you could feel the real, like, genuine energy and all that kind of stuff. So LV Louis Cypher says country western rock, the devil went down to Georgia. Okay. Yeah, I think we've all heard that. Passion, man, very important.
Yeah. It's hopefully people will stick with it. It's a way to end that section.
Yeah, passion. I think is very important in everything. Like what we're doing. If you don't have passion for this, you're not gonna do it. I'm always trying to tell you, like, just do whatever the hell you want and don't worry about like what YouTube is doing and all that kind of stuff.
That's the funny thing is, my headphones might be here tomorrow. Crossing my fingers.
Yeah, you just sit all day and look at all the things that are coming to you.
No, I got a text message. So UPS sent me a message that my T high threat headset that I have.
I hope nothing's coming from FedEx because they're terrible.
No, this is U.S. Post Service, which is also pretty fucking terrible.
Okay.
But no, I sent my high threats back, and the high threats are extremely exorbitantly expensive. But I did some horse trading a couple months back and got a pair of them that one of the ears was a little bit, it was a little wonky. But I didn't pay hardly anything for them. And so I ended up getting in contact with the company that makes them, and I sent them back for repair, and $40 later, they had a new ear module in, and they're sending them back my way. The problem is they shipped them out last Tuesday. And U.S. Postal Service, I guess, decided just to not do anything since last Tuesday. Yeah. Even with Thursday and Friday being Thanksgiving holiday, they just fucked off and did nothing. And finally, I got a message that they should be here tomorrow. But
yeah. LV Louis Cypher says BFP is getting a big pile of crap. I'm sure porch pirates are watching his porch.
Oh, porch pirates better not. I have a front door cam.
They will see a very pale dude in some tidy whities and an AK roll up on him.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody stealing. I had one person do it to me once, way back when, and I got cameras after that.
People can't even come to. Look, if I park outside your house, Buckshot starts carrying on. Yeah.
Oh Buckshot starts carrying on. I know
he loses his shit. If I see him looking.
Yep.
People think like, okay, his dogs are just herring. No, he looks and he goes, oh yeah, I see you out there.
Yeah, I see you. I know you're out there. You're coming this way. And he does it. The weird thing is he does a different bark when he just hears a noise and goes and investigates. He does one bark, but when there's actually somebody at the door or actually somebody approaching the door, he has this totally different bark. Yeah. And you can hear the difference in him. It's wild.
Yeah, he just loses it.
He does. He's like almost squeals. Like it's totally different. Yes. Yeah. You've seen it before. He doesn't do that when it's just somebody walking by with a dog. Or
he'll do it. It doesn't matter if he knows you. He doesn't know you. It's the
Yeah,
same
no.
thing.
If there's somebody coming to the door, he like squeal barks at the door.
He's like, Patrick, get the frickin' AK.
Yes. Yep. And he doesn't trust anybody until, I don't know, 15 minutes of being here. Then you're like, oh, okay, I know you. I think I know you.
Yeah, Skivvy Waver wants to know if I've totally moved to Utreon so far as WMMF. Yeah, so we're putting the podcast up on YouTube, but it's going up on the YouTube Who Moved My Freedom podcast channel about like 20 hours or something later. So we do it on Utreon. We do it live. We can handle guns, which I'm going to show. I'm going to show guns. This is a big, heavy gun right here. This is breaking my arms. So we do that.
You have that with you.
This is my tank AK. We're going to talk about AKs here in a minute when we finish talking about...
Hold on.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Now he's going to have to get his AK. So it's going to be... Oh, boy. So we could do this on Utreon, and that's why we're over here. So the podcast from now and forevermore will be on Utreon live. And people... Utreon's like Patreon also. You guys can support us and everything here. You guys can support us here. Someone says, yank that slide. Yank. So anyway... So yes, it'll be live here. You can chat with us here. You know, they're going to be improving things. It's going to get better. And then it goes up later on YouTube. It takes a lot of time though.
This is the best part of the whole thing. I get to play.
Look at rub the gun.
I can rub my wood on the internet. Mm.
Yeah. Buckshot is he's a good guard dog though. He's a good guard dog.
He's a good alert dog.
Alert, yeah.
He's not actually good at stopping. That fucking dog the other night, I swear to God, I left to go do something, and I came home, and most of the time, he'll hear the car pull up, he'll hear the door close, and he'll come meet me down at the front door. He knows we're there. Every now and then, he'll fall asleep on the bed up here. He'll come upstairs and put himself to sleep and fall asleep for a while. And I'll come home, and he won't meet me at the front door. The other day, this has probably been a week or two ago, it was one of those where he had fallen asleep. I walked into the front door. No dog greeted me. And I made some random noise that didn't sound like me. And he gets down off the bed. I hear him slowly creep to the top of the stairs, and he stays there silently.
He's like, I don't know. They might be inside. So he's brave if there's a door in the way.
Oh, absolutely. But he won't go investigate if it's just him. He hides at the top of the stairs. And then if I say something to him, then he'll come down the rest of the way to the stairs and beat me. But if he doesn't know who it is, he just stands there silently.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I'm not letting these people kill me. So if you're there, he thinks he's badass. That's what it is.
Yes.
If you're there.
Yes, exactly. I'm backing him up. So if I back his play, he's hard.
So listen, let's get into guns. I'll show this off. This is my Accutech AK right here, which is freaking heavy. It is heavy.
What goes on the front?
This is, I believe...
Is that for the Liberty Mystic?
This is for... You know that universal... I don't know if you guys can see the...
It has a universal thread
pitch?
Yeah,
that's the universal thread pitch. So I've got... What do I have that for? I have it for a couple of different suppressors that I have.
Okay.
So it's in the universal thread pitch.
That nobody actually uses.
I'm using it. I'm trying to bring it back.
They're like only a couple companies.
YNH uses it.
Yes, yeah. Yankee Hill uses it.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I've put that. I don't think I've put that. Have I put that 30 cal can on here? I'm trying to remember if I have or I haven't. But yeah, so that's what goes on there. I can't remember the name of the company. I'll have to. There's a company that makes that specific thing. And then this, Accutech makes this barrel. This is like a bull. Yeah. This is an AK bull barrel right here, man.
It's a heavy duty barrel for an AK.
Yeah. So all of this AK is made in America. This whole thing going back, and it's got the. Let me see. I think on this side it has the Hank Strange. Can we get it to focus? Let me see if it'll focus this way. There we go. Now it's not in focus. And this gun is so big. it's difficult in the van to move it around. Come on, there we go, boom. So it's got Hank Strange on it. We've got some videos of this up there that you guys could check out. The thing I don't like is the stock. The stock is like an AR stock. Let me see.
We can switch it out at some
I'm not a
point.
fan
Next
of
time
that.
you
I gotta
come
change
by,
that.
Or next time I come your way, I have a stock that should fit that, and it will be just like this.
A wood? It's wood?
But it's plastic.
Plastic? Okay.
It's actually a PSA. I think it's from PSA.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have one I can bring.
Yeah. So this is Accutech. Accutech has got a whole bunch of stuff. I should pull up their website. The handguard here looks like a SLR. All of this stuff is... so that's...
Show it off to the camera.
Yeah, that's beefy, man. I mean, this is a freaking beefy... Oh, this whole gun is beefy.
Yeah, it's well overbuilt. It's milled.
Yeah.
Milled receiver. It's not a stamped receiver.
Yeah. So this is tough. I'm trying to remember. Did I put... I don't know if there's a...
I think internally it has a piston upgrade. It has the transferable piston, or the... oh, God, what's the name of the piston? I have one in mind, too, that you can dial it in.
I'm trying to remember. That's from... Where did that
KE
piston...
Arms? No, not KE. Shoot. I have a video on my channel of installing
it. We do. We have the same... Yeah, we have that same...
I have it
what
in
is
this gun. Yeah. So it has that. It's a milled receiver. It's a nice gun. It's just very heavy. That is a heavy AK.
Yeah.
Oof.
This AK, you get muscles. You could do a workout with your AK. I think, let me see. Edward Andrews is texting me, so I know he's sending me right now, sending me AK pictures. What AKs do you guys have out there? Wait, Appalachian Gunrunner says, I'm a proud American, but the last thing I want to hear is my AKs made in America.
I will say...
He says he has 25 AKs and they're all imports.
American-made barrels are superior to foreign-made barrels. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, we have
good barrel-making technology here.
Yeah, PSA is doing some cool stuff with AKs, so... I get it. Like, listen, I know the sought after AKs are like Arsenal, etc. What is it? Norinco, all that kind of stuff.
Russian, Bulgarian, and then like Arsenal, things like that.
Yeah, here's Edward Andrews AKs.
Those got too much plastic on them. There's not enough wood on them AKs.
Yeah, so this is the thing everyone's going to get into with the AK thing. What's yours? What are you showing off here?
This is a 1969 Russian Tula AK parts kit that I built. This is one of the first AK. No, this was the first AK I ever built. It has a OKP. It's got my OKP 77 on top, so it's a real Russian optic.
Oh yeah, I remember when you got that. That took a while.
Yeah, and the guy doesn't produce them any longer. As far as I can tell, his website is down. I don't know if he's even making them any longer.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I got some rare birds right here. And I had somebody already offer to buy it from me, and I was like, "Nah, sorry, not happening."
I think you need to make those in America. Do you know how to make optics at all?
Hell no. I took this thing apart and looked on the inside and was like, "Oh, that's basically spacecraft stuff right there." I don't know.
Oh, really? It's complicated. Oh,
yeah. There's wires and there's no way. Ain't no way.
What is I'm still trying to remember what the. I'm still trying to remember what this adjustable piston thing is that we have in here.
This is why you cannot host a podcast like
I
Joe
can't remember. This has been too far. I got to go back and look at my own videos, which I don't. I can't do it right now.
You gotta just keep rolling with it.
Yeah, but Accutech.
K&M Arms? No, not K&M.
No, Accutech. I'm gonna pull up.
No, it's not by Accutech. AK adjustable.
I know the company.
It's the AK adjustable piston from K&S Precision.
Is it K&S?
K&S Precision. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's what's in it. And I have one in mind. And they work like magic. Those things are awesome.
Yeah. This was built by Accutech. So here, I'll just share the website for a second.
Are they still even in business?
Yeah, they are. They're still out there.
Their website looks sparse.
Yeah, their website is definitely from the 80s. But they do these. This is what they do right here. They
They're known for their barrel,
the barrel
assembly.
piston. Yeah. So that's typically
Yeah,
what they
they're
do, but
full
they do
barrel
build
uppers.
guns. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do build guns. I've seen them. I probably need to pull up their Instagram because I've seen them on Instagram throwing up.
Oh, okay. So they're known for their Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, I think you probably if you wanna see
Oh
stuff.
no, you sure they're still in business? Their Instagram is no longer available.
No.
No. And their Facebook. Okay, they still are posting on Facebook as of November 22nd. So they're still around, I think.
Yeah, they. Well, yeah.
Their website is Adaptive Armory now. Maybe they changed their
Oh,
name.
yeah. Maybe they're changing stuff. I got to reach out to those guys and see what's going on with that. It's
Yeah,
Adaptive
so
Armory now. Maybe they're
their
on
Facebook
Adaptive Armory.
page their Facebook page links you to Adaptive Armory, and this is where they have all their AKs.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder
man.
what they're doing.
Yeah, I wonder if
Oh,
that's what they. Yeah, it looks like that's what they did. It looks like I just found an Instagram page, and this looks like them. Yeah, that's
okay.
them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they must have rebranded.
right. Yeah, they probably went on to a different name, but that looks like the guys I know over there.
Classes. They give classes.
Like
Oh, wow.
there's a
Look at
nice
this.
there's a nice AK. What they're giving
Oh,
AK
this is
classes?
cool. If you know anybody over there and could get me in
I
on
do.
this, they do an AK building course.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
Patrick has been
super
on the
cool.
show.
His name's Patrick?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Oh.
You know I'm also terrible with names, so I could be
Yeah,
100%
that's why I'm
wrong.
not sure that that's the right name.
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. Patrick Stiles. He's been on the show before.
Yeah, they do a
He's a guy with a big bushy beard. Oh wait, that's everyone in the gun world. Sorry.
everybody, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to follow up with them and see what's going on. I didn't even know they did the name change.
Aurora, Colorado.
I know
Yeah,
that, but
Adaptive Armory.
this AK is solid though, man. This is like a solid AK.
It'll work forever.
Yeah.
It's just.
I want a triangle stock. So someone let me know. Can I get a triangle stock with this setup here,
Not a
Patrick?
folding stock, no.
Yeah, I don't care if it's folding. I just want it to be. This doesn't look
Yes.
like I've now changed. In the past, I would have been fine with this stock being on an AK, but now
You're
I don't
becoming
like
the
it.
purist, aren't you? You want it to look like an AK, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do. If you're gonna have an AK, I think it needs to look like an AK. Lola
Build
says yes.
AK
His name is
triangle
Patrick.
stock.
Yes, I do need a sling on this thing.
Here you go,
Um,
$109. This is what you need right here. I'm gonna put
Oh,
it in our chat. I'm putting it in guest chat. Here you go. That is
now I
exactly
gotta
what you
go.
need.
Now I gotta go copy something, and then I gotta go.
Why do you gotta copy it? Just click on it. Aren't you hosting?
Yeah, but I've got because of the way because I'm hosting.
Because you got so many things going on. You can't
I
just
have
click
different
and go.
windows open, man.
Oh God. I have one window open. Two. I'm sorry.
Now
two.
it's gonna mess up all the internet. Okay, so hold on a second.
is.
Let's go here and share it with the people. Oh, CRH Customs. Okay, so this is gonna fit. So
That's a
tang.
triangle folder designed for a.
Oh, cool. Oh, $109. So that's not bad. Lola, buy me this.
Designed for. I don't think it's designed for a stamped. I think it's designed for. This stock is fixed variant because trying for standard stamped. Hold on. So this is
Oh,
stamped.
no, it's got to be for milled.
No, not compatible with Yugo or milled. So that's not compatible. Oh, damn.
Oh, that's not the one.
What
That's
hell
not the
is-
one. But that's very
No, we
close
need
to
my
what
one.
That's very close to. I need a stock like that for this.
Need.
But
You need.
if someone knows about it, and it's got this whole weird. So let me see if I could do a close up of what's going on here with the with this whole situation. So there you go. That's what I've got on the back of it, right?
It's a dual tang. So
it's got this tang right here.
Yeah, so
Here's the tang.
milled receiver AKs are dual tang. So there's a tang on the top and the bottom,
Yeah.
which
But
makes
the-
it more complicated.
Someone has to make a freaking triangle. Come on. I don't care if it folds even. This is the point I'm at right now.
Milled AK.
Every time I look at this, I go, oh man, I should have, why did I go this direction when I was putting
Because
all
it was
this
given
together?
to you.
No. This part, I told him what I wanted, and I
Oh,
went with this, but yeah, yeah, I should have done better. I should have thought about that better. That was like a bad decision that I made.
you know what's funny is we as Americans want traditional AKs. Like we love that look of a traditional.
Hmm.
Most of the Russian special forces are doing
AR style.
AR style stocks. They're doing EOTechs on top. They're going Western as they can make them.
The problem is when you have a bunch of guns and you have a bunch of guns that are like AR style guns, then it doesn't make it an occasion for you to go over to your AK. That's the problem.
Absolutely no. Yeah, I don't
It
want
needs
my
to be.
AK to be like my AR. I want
Yeah,
them
it
separate.
needs to be an occasion. If you got to frickin' like rock something in and all that kind of stuff. Wait,
This, I think, is what
there
you're
we go.
looking for.
There we go.
Oh, hold on. Let's show off. You ready?
What?
This is what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, but this is yeah. I'm gonna get a crank, man. I'm waiting for PSA.
This.
PSA needs to hurry up and make the 545 cranks. Come on. I don't know what is taking them so long. Cruise Man says, Hank, don't you know people who build AKs that can help you with that AK?
Oh, hell no, I ain't making shit.
Well, I know the guys who built this AK, and for some crazy reason, I agree to this in principle. And then it was the one thing that I was like, oh man, like so. Look at that. This show the whole gun. Let's see. You're gonna have to go back a little bit here. Yeah, that's beautiful. I need to. This is. I'm gonna get a crank. I'm gonna get a crank.
Because it's beautiful. Because the crank is amazing.
Yeah.
I call it the stinky crank, and it currently has. You won't believe this. I'm currently running a True Glow red dot on top, and this is a cheap, like $100 red dot, and so far, fairly impressed with its capabilities.
Yeah. Night Train says SB Tactical Folding Triangle Brace Hank.
Get fucked.
No. No, I don't want to put that. I'm not knocking those triangle braces. But I'm
have
not
I ever
putting
told
that
you
on
the reason why I built this?
Mm-hmm. No way.
I wanted an MP5. I wanted to build an MP5. I wanted a PDW gun, but I couldn't afford an MP5 parts kit at the time. So this parts kit came up, and I was like, well, I can splurge on that, and I built it.
Mm-hmm.
But my intent was always to have an MP5, which is funny now that I have one.
Yeah. But if you look at this, and I can't probably go back far enough here to show you guys, this is all good until you see the stock. It all looks sexy, like, oh, nice AK. It's a I'm fine with it being heavy, and then you see the stock, and you're like, oh, what happened? So, and I don't know. That's my thing. That bugs me about it, but it runs. This gun runs pretty good.
Yeah, runs fine.
Yeah, runs pretty good. We've got a pretty badass trigger on there that I won't get into heavy discussion about right now, but it might be from something that you see right here. 42 Chill says Jim Fuller is the man for AK. Yes, and I know. Night Train says, I wonder how much Hank's AK would weigh with a 75 round drum. Right now, that thing's.
God, it would be. Geez. You put a full 75 round drum in it, and that's gonna be so heavy. Yeah. Oh, it's a crew served weapon at that point.
Yeah, shooting it, I don't mind. I don't mind that it's heavy when you're shooting it. It doesn't, and especially you put a can on this. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll let me see. What the heck is my video on this? Hold on. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say some kind of gun thing.
I was just gonna say, what's next on the news list? What's going on right now?
I don't know if you have some news you want to pull up. I'm going to see if I could find. Let me see. How do I search in my own?
Oh, perfect! Shooting in Detroit. Who would have guessed?
There was a school shooting, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm trying to see, how the heck do I search here? What is the deal?
FullerPHX.com. This is bad. You guys can link us to anything and I'll click on it. So don't put dirty things in there because they don't block it yet.
Oh, there's people putting links in there. The links are
Fuller
working.
Phoenix. Yeah, so I guess Jim Fuller has a new website.
Yeah, well, he started a separate company.
Good for him.
Yeah, because he moved from Nevada, I guess, to Arizona.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think the video with this got taken down, but one of them is still up there. But I think the video that's up there is at is it Shot Show or NRA or something like that from a little while
Jim
back. So
Fuller. He seems like a nice guy, but just the way he looks, it's so. He looks like he has smoked a pack a day every day for the last I don't know how many years.
Jim Fuller is a rock and roll type of dude, man. He is a rock and roll
He
guy. See,
seems
look right there's
that's
Patrick.
what it is.
That's Patrick right there.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah, I thought
that's not me.
Well, this is Patrick from Accutech, or what is it now?
There's only one Patrick.
What
And
was the
that's not
company
me.
called now? Look at that barrel. That's a beautiful barrel right there.
Adaptive something. I don't know.
Was it Adaptive Arms or something like that, you
Adaptive
said?
Arms. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you want to see all the stuff that's in this, you'll have to go look at this video, and you guys could scrub through it and
I want an
see
RPK.
what we did with it here. Oh, they built all of these with I think Patrick likes these stocks, but yeah,
He's wrong, but
Yeah.
okay.
so that's why we.
He's wrong, but I mean, everybody gets to be wrong every now and then.
Yeah, Cruiseman says I've seen Jim Fuller on some guitar builder sites. He plays.
That's what it
Plays
is.
some-
What you said. He seems like a rock and roll type. He seems like he belongs to the 60s or 70s as like a rock and roller.
Mm-hmm. So Appalachian Gunrunner says you now have both. Would you rather have the MP5 or the crank?
Both?
Well, I don't
Would
have a
rather
crank.
both?
I don't have a crank. I'm not get MP5. I'm really happy I have an MP5. So
I
And
can
I want a
plead. So there's a lot of answers to that from a practical standpoint.
Mhm.
So for one, I like the MP5 more. I hate to say it, but I've always
Than the
wanted
crank?
an MP5. I like
you
my
like
MP5
it? You
more
like
than my
your
crank.
MP5? Oh, okay, interesting.
It has taken first place over my crank.
Okay.
But even from a practical standpoint, this is even today. I know it's ammo is still expensive. This is still easier to get or cheaper than 545 is. 545 is still hard to get, and it tends to be expensive. When 545 was cheap, I would have been crank all day long, twice on Sunday. But now that 545 is the same price as 556, it's like
Right, and you can reload 9. Well, you can't reload right now. I guess,
no,
but-
this is actually reloads in here.
Oh, it is. Okay.
These are HST reloads that I did myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when reloading was affordable, I did a lot of reloading. Where each one of these sticks would only cost me $5 or something because it was reloaded ammo.
Mm-hmm.
But until I can get more primers, I am SOL in reloading.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't have a crank like Patrick. I do want to have a crank. I really like his crank. I don't know if that comes across. I don't know if that comes across. Comes across bad. But MP5, and this is what we were talking about in our video that you guys will see at some point. Yeah, I'm happy that I have an MP5. I think it was worth all the trouble. We went through. It was a lot of money, a lot of trouble, but it's worth it.
That's one of those guns I will never. It will be left to somebody in my will because I'm never getting rid of it. There's no way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wish, with the crank, it would be great if we were living in those days where you could get one. How many cranks were there actually that came over here? Or you have to build us some kits? Because they never really came. Yeah, it never came here, right?
They never were imported. You had to either build it from a kit or get like an SLR, like an arsenal that was built from a kit. And the tool of getting a Russian crank nowadays, pretty much impossible.
Yeah. The
parts kits all dried up. The parts barrels and stuff all dried up. Even the Bulgarian parts kits, those things are gone. They're gone.
So that's why I'm excited about PSA doing this. I think PSA is making some good barrels. They're making like FN, they're making the FN barrels. And they're doing good stuff with their AK thing. So I'm looking forward. I've seen the prototypes. I have not seen the actual thing get out there. I know there are 545 AKs out, and I hear at some point we're getting the cranks. We're gonna
Yeah,
get crinks before we get MP5s from PSA. Let's put it that way.
Whenever the crink comes in and you get one in your hands, we will put it up against my homebrew. Because honestly, mine is not perfect. It's a home built gun, but we'll put it up against the
it's good.
PSA and see how they stack up.
Yeah. All right. Did you want to do some news? Did you want to do some gun?
I don't
news?
know. There's not a whole lot of news out there.
I'll plot the screen here. Let's throw some stuff up here. Breaking. Ninth Circuit upholds California's high capacity magazine ban.
Does that surprise anyone?
Yeah, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has overturned 2 lower court judges and upheld California's ban on high-capacity magazines Tuesday in a split decision that may be headed for the U.S. Supreme Court. Okay, bring it.
They need to take it up. That's the problem right now is the Supreme Court isn't taking up anything.
So this is from them. The statute outlaws no weapon, this is a quote, but limits the size of the magazine that may be used with firearms, the judge ruled in the 7-4 decision. The majority reasoned that the record demonstrates that the limitation interferes only minimally with the core right of self-defense.
There's your answer right there. Minimally means, what does shall not be infringed mean?
Yeah,
does it mean, we can only minimally infringe?
Right. So, and then it says the record demonstrates the limitation interferes only minimally with the core right of self-defense, as there is no evidence that anyone ever has been able to defend his or her home and family due to the lack of a large capacity magazine, and that the limitation saves lives. That's bullshit.
So there's evidence. Wait. So their reasoning is there is evidence that it saves lives, but there's no evidence that it's ever been used by a good person to save their phone. What if I went to them and said, well, I have evidence that it was used to save property and homes and people, but it does no good for people?
Yeah, I think this
I have just as much going in my argument as they do for theirs. They're literally just paid corrupt lawyers. That's all our judges. That's all the Ninth Circuit.
If someone's kicking in your door, you're never happy that you only have a 10-round magazine. I mean, this is a stupid thing. This is a dumb argument.
Remember the guy from a couple years ago? What was it? Two young kids. They were like 17 and 18. Broke into a house and got gunned down with an AR. They broke into a house armed, and the younger kid that was there was like 14. Killed both of them with his dad's AR. Mm-hmm. And the father or the grandfather came out and was like, having that AR-15 is unfair. It gives him an unfair advantage.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it does. I want that.
Exactly.
If I could have a belt-fed aiming at my front door, I would do that too. Because fuck you, you don't belong here.
Yeah. Hopefully this goes to the Supreme Court.
It'll get petitioned to the court, but will the court accept it?
I don't know. I don't know what they're taking up the New York one, right?
I think so.
Right.
Which New York tried to back out of that. Remember that? Mm-hmm. New York said, "Well, I think change the laws. There's no longer standing. You no longer have to worry about it." And the Supreme Court was like, "Hold on now."
I think there's another. There's another one. Mech, age 94, says Kalashnikov USA makes pretty good AKs.
Yeah.
And they've got a 9mm that's out. I only see those things at like SHOT Show and that kind of stuff.
Because they're expensive.
Yeah, and I tried to get into the T&E program, but that. Good luck with that. So there are people who could do that. So short of actually buying them,
It's pretty well known at this point that the Ninth Circuit will go along with whatever California wants. It doesn't matter how unconstitutional it is. The Ninth Circuit will always go, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're right."
And you know what? So I'm not knocking Kalashnikov USA or anything like that, because usually, those guys have been cool or whatever. But I don't care. Like, my AK doesn't have to be made in Russia or anything like that. Or have Kalashnikov on it. Like, I don't give a crap about that. I don't even think Kalashnikov... This is me. My own personal opinion. I just don't believe Kalashnikov actually invented the AK. I just don't believe it. So that's me. You guys can get mad and argue about that right now. Do you agree or disagree with me? You disagree.
Ain't no fucking way that guy invented the. Oh, it just so happens that Hugo Schmeiser was in Russia at the same time, but he didn't do any help. Hugo Schmeiser didn't help at all.
But this is the funny thing. So I don't know the history. I'm not even pretending to know the history. Like, let's say you or Walter or Mac or anyone who's like all up in the history. This is just like logics to me, okay? So the person who came up with the AK, what else did they come up with?
Nothing.
Drop the mic right there. End of story. Because if you go
If
back
you
to look at Stoner.
if you look-
How many things did Stoner?
I was gonna
come
say,
up?
if you look at Stoner just continually
Browning.
developed and developed and developed.
Yeah.
Until the day he died, he just developed.
Yeah. Look at Browning. Look at
Browning,
George,
the most
George,
prolific gun developer ever.
Look at George Kelgren. Look at even Walter is always messing around with stuff and
You're not
making
going to
stuff.
develop one thing and then sit on your laurels for the rest of your life.
There's no way he's the dude who they were like, listen.
You're going to get the credit for it.
We've got all these prisoners that we captured from the Nazis over here.
Yes, exactly.
And they came up with some cool stuff, but we got to put a Russian in front of this.
We can't say that Hugo Schmeiser, the great Nazi, designed our new communist weapon. There's no way.
By the way, everything we're saying right now is sacrilege to Walter.
Walter believes that.
Oh yeah, Walter's all about Kalashnikov.
Designed the whole thing.
Oh, he's all about that dude.
I don't believe he did it. I think he helped come up with the plans, but it was not all his brainchild. There's no way one man designed the entire AK without looking at
I think he was just a guy in the army. Yeah, he was just a guy in the army. They were like, we're putting you in charge of your name.
Yeah.
We're going to say it's all you. Because there's no way he would have come up with something else.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where's the pistol? Where's the pistol that Kalashnikov made?
There are a lot of good weapons designers in Russia that were still designing stuff even after Kalashnikov made the AK.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say Russians can't come up with stuff.
Did you know he hated 545?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Kalashnikov said that no AK should ever be in 545. He thinks 7.62 is the only round. You don't need 545.
I was looking at Wikipedia, which I've said before is bullshit, but I was looking at Wikipedia for Stoner. I was looking up Eugene Stoner in, let's see. I looked up Eugene Stoner in Wikipedia, and when I did, they had a picture. Let me see if I could pull it up here, and I will load this up here with you guys while we're doing it. Let's go, Eugene Stoner. And then I scrolled. Let's scroll down here, and there was a picture of. Here we go. Meeting with Kalashnikov. Look at that. See, meeting with Kalashnikov. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me full screen this thing.
Oh yeah, when Stoner and Kalashnikov met each other. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what is happening with my phone right now. Okay, here we go. So look at that. Now, this is sacrilege. I'm sure Stoner is like, I actually invent stuff. Oh, Mother Russia say I invented. It's okay. So listen, it's cool that they were hanging out. I know Walter. Like, I remember Walter saying one of his cool moments from back in the days is when he met Kalashnikov and everything. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just find it really impossible. Show me your other hits.
I'm fairly certain Hugo Schmeiser came up with it and then said, "Sorry, you are not going to be the communist hero because you're German." They gave it to somebody else who he probably was working there as an arms designer at some point. They said, "Oh, we like you. You're going to be the front boy for this."
Yeah.
And he took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure most of the design came from Schmeiser.
Yeah, where's the drawings of other stuff he came up with or whatever? I mean, where,
He didn't.
I don't know. Maybe it's out there. Yeah, maybe it's out there, but we would have heard about it by now. Yeah, where's his bullpup? Well, there is an AK bullpup. All they ever did with the AK is make different versions of it.
Kruzman said the guy that came up with the SKS made a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the SKS designer. SKS.
Yeah,
designer. Had a whole bunch of designs.
So Appalachian Gunrunner says the SCG-44 has nothing to do with the AK design, but Kalashnikov himself said that M1 Garand and other designs influenced him. To quote
Of
him,
course he
if
did.
it works, why fix it?
Because if he came out and said, "Yeah, I copied the STG-44," they would have executed him in the street. The AK has more similarities to like the Browning, or I'm sorry, the Remington Model 8. Like the safety lever, it comes directly from the Remington Model 8, which is a Browning design. Piston system's not even the same. I don't know what even the M1 Garand, what's similar about the Garand other than the charging handle.
And Appalachian
Besides
Gunrunner
that,
says Stoner used the Johnson rotating bolt, not original. I'm
yeah.
not saying, yeah, well, I'm not saying everything is original in there, but I just want to. So maybe I'm wrong, but I would like to know what else Mikhail Kalashnikov invented. Please let me know. Someone, like, if we go back to Glock, now who knows where they.
What else has he done? He iterated and iterated and iterated on the same fucking design.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone might have gotten jacked. I will not argue with you if you say to me that someone jacked the Glock thing. But if you go back to Glock, they were making. I mean, we're talking different countries and stuff like that here, but Glock was making curtains.
Is that really what he was doing?
Yeah, Glock was doing curtains and stuff like that for the military.
And
then they heard the military. They were making blinds. They were making shades. Yeah.
And then the military put out a call for a pistol design, and Glock was like, the story is that he was like, yeah, I got a design, and he put it forward, and it's what we know and love today.
Yeah. Now, could someone have, you know what? I mean, you could argue the same principle of what I'm saying. Like, other than a Glock, what have we seen?
They just no carbine.
What have we seen?
Pistols, knives, and one suppressor. One plastic suppressor that they make.
What have we seen?
That's all I know about.
Yeah. A variation of it. Look, Porsche. I like Porsche. I like Volkswagens. I've had Volkswagens.
Premier German manufacturer, right there.
Yeah, this actually. So actually, this afternoon I did a video. I premiered a video on the Stranger Palooza channel, which was like the old school Volkswagen camper vans. I don't know if you ever saw those. And let me see.
Before you go too far off on that, though, where were you going with the Porsche thing?
Well, so what I'm saying about Porsche, we still have a Volkswagen Beetle. So someone in Germany under Hitler came up with
the new one is nothing like the old one.
But
other than lines.
But what I'm saying is someone came up with a Volkswagen Beetle, and then Hitler took it over. He was like, this is going to be the people's car.
Yep.
Okay. We still have that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still out there. And I think they're still making Beetles. I could be wrong, bless you. But
I think so.
A 911 is the same thing. It's just a 911 is the same.
Is it on the same chassis or something? Because it looks nothing the same.
It's just an evolution. A 911 is just an evolution of a Beetle. It's
you mean design-wise? Like it is steps ahead design-wise?
Yeah, that's all it is.
I can see it. I can see the lines, yeah.
Yeah. That's really all it is. Now, obviously, Porsche has taken that and, massaged it and moved it up. But if you look at a picture of a Beetle next to, let me see, I'm going to pull that up right now. Beetle versus,
Wolfgang Porsche. Wait, is that the guy? No, that's the manager. Who's the original designer? Ferdinand Porsche. That's the original.
But no, who was the original designer of
Ferdinand Porsche, 1875 to 1951. That's the original Porsche.
Yeah, I'm trying to find side pictures of what.
Yeah, he made a lot of Nazi stuff, didn't he?
So here's in this picture right here. This is an old 911 and a new 911.
Listen, the new 911s they're okay. They're kind of cool. Those old 911s. Oh, the one on the left, there's something about that design that it screams to you. Oh, it looks so good.
Now, I'm trying to find like actual pictures, but I mean, a Volkswagen Beetle and a 911, these are like just evolutions of each
I
other.
guess you could, yeah, you can see it. You can see the line changes.
Yeah, it's just basically the same. I'm trying to find where someone actually has. Oh, here's someone put up this picture of a modern version of it. Right there. 911 Volkswagen
I'll take
Beetle.
the left over the right, but that's just me.
Yeah. Do you know that you know what I saw recently, and I know we're off gun stuff, forgive me.
That's fine. We got 10 minutes left. Let's talk cars.
Uh, you know that the Bad Boys 911 is for sale?
No? How much are they asking for that thing?
If you have to ask, you cannot afford.
Yeah, you can't afford it.
Don't even think about it. But here's this. I saw this. I sent it to Lola because my 50th birthday is coming up, and this is actually what I'd like to know.
Okay. I'm sure she's gonna get right on that for
The
you.
actual Porsche 911 Turbo from Bad Boys is up for sale. So yeah,
From 1995. That's when the first
yeah,
movie
look
came
at
out?
that. Yeah, it's old school, man. It's a long time ago.
Turbo 3.6. Have you ever driven
Yeah,
one of those?
it's a 1994. I've driven a 911
I never
Turbo, but
have.
not the old school ones.
Never have. Never have.
I
Yeah,
could have
like
bought
the
one.
look of the old.
Yeah, I've driven a couple of them. I thought about buying it. It wasn't like the R8's better. A new Porsche 911 Turbo S is pretty badass. Probably like a little bit better than a R8. But I did
S. Price. What's the price on it? Holy crap!
yeah, no, those are going to be expensive right now.
Oh,
I think those
oh.
are some of the last air-cooled 911s. Yeah,
That's my soul, dude. Whoo! 207,000.
Yeah, from a car from 1994. Just think about your car that you have.
That's for a brand new. No.
Oh, brand new. Oh, yeah.
2022 911 Turbo S, $207,000.
The way I would spec out a 911 Turbo S, it'll be at
it'd
least
be like
250.
350.
No, no. It's not gonna be 350. It'll be like 250.
Woo! That's a lot of money. That's more than this entire house. That costs more than my house.
Well, I mean, this is you gotta love cars, man. If you love cars, that's the way that it is. I'm trying to find side by side pictures of. This is probably the best side by side that I could find to show everyone. Just look at this. Look, old school Beetle, Porsche, right there.
Yes, they come from the same German designer.
Yeah, same
well,
DNA, same
when
DNA.
When did the first 911 come out? When did that design first hit the market?
50s? I'm gonna say 50s. That's my guess. That's when we saw.
First year is 1963.
Oh, 63?
So
okay.
So the original Ferdinand, whatever his name is, died
Ferdinand
in 51.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he died in 51. So I guess his son designed the 911.
Yeah, I think. Oh well, that. So what was the first Porsche though? The first Porsche was not 1960.
No.
Yeah, the first Porsche cars are probably in the 50s. I'm guessing.
First Porsche car was 1948. The Porsche
48.
356.
How much is that? Okay, so just look at that. Look at that for a second.
Fuck, by the way.
How far is that from a 911? It's not that far. How far is that from a Beetle? That's just a Beetle without a roof.
Not far when you compare it to what's behind it. So if you look at the race car behind it, obviously different classes of car.
Yeah.
But far enough where they're not the same car.
That's just a Volkswagen Beetle without a roof. That's just a low slung.
Probably stretched out a little bit too. They probably pulled
Dude,
on it a little.
That is just a low slung Volkswagen Beetle.
Let's see. Based on the classic, so the 911 was based on the 356. So I guess it did take its design from that original Porsche car.
All of them, all of them based on.
It's a cool design.
The Beetle, yeah.
That design of the sweeping back on a car, it looks good. No matter what car takes it and runs with it, it always looks good.
It's also naturally aerodynamic, I guess. That's the whole thing about it. So,
I still not my dream car. We've talked about this before. Still not my dream car.
A 911.
Nope, not my dream car.
What's
if I
your
had
dream?
all the money in the world, Ford GT.
Oh, GT.
Either if I could get an original Ford GT, or I actually really like the 90s, like the 94 Ford GT. I really like those. I think those are awesome looking. With that classic paint design too, with like the baby blue paint design. Oh, I would shit my pants right there. Cream myself. Yeah, that's what I'd buy. That's what I'd be getting if I had unlimited money.
I'm gonna say I'll be driving a Bugatti every day if money was no
what
object.
Bugatti? So what is your dream car?
I think the
car?
Bugatti Super Sport.
What year?
The current year. I always want the latest technology. The Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. Have you seen that? Let me see.
That's not for me. That is not. That is a supercar. That is a true supercar.
No, you could drive that.
Of a supercar isn't for me.
You could drive it every day. You could drive that every day.
Bugatti Veyron 16.4.
No, I'm talking about this here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Yeah, that is a true. That looks like
that's me. That's me right there, man. That's actually probably me inside of that car right now.
What is that? Like $2.5 million?
It's like $3.5-4 million.
I don't know if I could ever, even if I had that kind of money, spending $3.5 million on a car. I don't know if I could do that.
I could do if I had.
I'd feel
guilty.
Had it,
I could very easily. Look at this. Look at that car. Look, that's a spaceship.
See, I feel like in my lifetime, I could save up enough money and get a Ford GT. They're only like 200-300 grand, something like that.
It's about $350. But they don't make that many of them. You're probably going to spend $500.
Well, I want the older one. I don't want the newer one. But
those are going up.
I could afford that. If I wanted to save up, I could afford that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
$3.5 million. I would have to hit the lottery to buy a $3.5 million car.
I would drive that every day. I would drive one of those every day.
You drive.
It's just a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
It's just a Volkswagen.
It's just a $3.5 million Volkswagen.
It's just basically a Volkswagen. That's what it is.
$3.5 million. It's just a $3.5 million Volkswagen.
It used to belong to Volkswagen, actually, Bugatti.
Bugatti? Who did it get sold off to? Who owns it?
So now it belongs to Rimac, the company that makes electric cars. If you ever watch Grand Tour, and there was a electric car that Richard, what's his name, James May Richard Hammond flipped. He flipped this car, electric car, and that was a Rimac, and that is a Czech company, I believe. So they make it's a very high end electric car, and
it said it was bought by an Italian entrepreneur in '87.
Yeah, but it belongs. So Bugatti belongs to the Volkswagen Group, and the Volkswagen Group just made a deal with Rimac and gave them Bugatti in order to get their technology, so that they can. So Rimac is actually going to be building future versions.
Okay, so yeah, Volkswagen Group, and then Bugatti now finds itself in the hands of Rimac, which takes a 55% stake in the French. That's a French company. I didn't know Bugatti was a French company.
And that whole deal, the people who push that whole deal is Porsche, because that's all part of the Volkswagen Group, and they want that technology. They want the technology from Rimac. Rimac is making badass.
Oh, so they wanted to get them in on.
Yeah. What happened to Patrick there? Did I lose Patrick?
You had some sort of a deal where they got.
Yeah.
What is Rimac known for? What do they have a name, like a specific?
No, they make an electric
they have
car.
A Bugatti Rimac.
There's a badass. I forgot.
Rimac Navara.
Navara is the latest car they made. It's very expensive.
$2 million Navara. But it's a good-looking supercar.
Let me put it to you like this: this is the only car that's going to be able to beat the Tesla Plaid. The only car that's going to be able to beat it.
It's a good looking for a supercar. It's a good looking supercar.
Yeah, Rimac is. Let me see if I could pull up.
But the Tesla Plaid isn't $2 million.
Well, yeah, that's why it's a great deal.
That's why it's the better. I would much rather have a Tesla over a $2 million car. That's just what makes it worth $2 million when the Tesla is what 100 and 200 grand.
Okay. So, for example, the Rimac can actually teach you how to drive like a race car driver. So the technology that's inside of it, this is what the Rimac looks like, by the way.
What warrants the 10x
so let's say you buy yourself a Rimac and you go to whatever, like let's say you go to the Nürburgring or you go to some famous track. You can actually program it, and it will take you around that track and drive itself, and then teach you how to drive that track. And it's electric.
It's cool on the inside. It's interesting looking.
So it will teach you.
It looks very Tesla-esque on the inside.
Yeah, it's a like legitimate hypercar. That's
the body style. Okay, I will give credit. The body style. You're paying $2 million versus $200,000. The body style on the Rimac looks cool. It looks like a super sports car.
Yeah, all of that is like bespoke made stuff, and you know, it's pure awesomeness or whatever. But
I don't know if I could. It's one of those things that I don't know if I could ever spend, even if I had the money. I don't know if I could spend.
There's some guns. There's some guns that are $5 million. So billionaire babyface P, you are not going to drop $5 million.
$5 million guns. I can have a whole lot of full auto MP5s for that cost.
But you can have some badass guns for that.
What gun costs $5 million?
I don't know. I guarantee you, there's guns out there that are $5 million. But
I would buy a transferable. There are only like 10 of them. I would buy a transferable.
What's the most expensive gun in the world? Okay, I gotta look. I gotta Google that.
The Dylan miniguns are the most expensive transferables I've ever seen. Those are like
$250,000. No, there's more expensive guns than that. More expensive gun in the world. There's got to be someone out there. Tell
Hitler's
us right
golden
now.
gun. See, I own that. Hitler's golden gun, $114,000. That'd be kind of cool to have.
Inlaid cold mod. Okay, gold inlaid. Let me see if I could put this up here on the side. People may not see it.
Pocket revolver. You know what's funny? I have a Colt model 1849 pocket revolver.
So there's a gold inlaid Colt model 1849 pocket revolver.
Your screen is tiny, by the way.
Yeah, it's $1 million. Let's see if we can go there. Right there.
I am not that crazy.
Yeah.
And the one next to it is Hitler's gun.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting.
The gun that killed President Lincoln. Priceless. Get the fuck out of here. There's a price on everything.
Yeah, there's got to be some guns. There's got to be some $1 million guns.
High-end guns typically are historic value. They're not like a car that has a...
Yeah, a minigun is what? Is like what? $250,000?
$250,000. I think you can get a transferable Dylan. Yeah. And then you have to feed that son of a bitch with 308 at
so let's say you want a car. Let's say you want your own car and you want to have 4 miniguns on it. $1 million. I'll do it.
I need
2 for the front and 2 for the back.
Please give me a Ford GT with 4 miniguns mounted in it, and we're good. Yeah. We're set.
Cruiseman says the meteorite guns. I think those were expensive. Those were probably $2 million. Those are probably $2 million.
So when you start getting to that level, I feel like you're getting into the art scene, where it's not really worth what you're paying for it. You're just buying it as a what's it called? You're buying it as part of your estate. So you don't pay taxes on that money.
But listen, once you get to a level where you have so much money that you can't spend that money before you die, even if you lived like to be 200 years old.
Buy everything, I guess.
I am less likely to be spending my money like Jeff Bezos trying to go into space, and more likely trying to buy like aircraft carriers and
I'm a toy guy.
Attack helicopters.
I want things. Marley is an experienced girl. She wants to go to concerts. She wants to go here and go travel. Me, I want toys. I want things on my desk that I can play with and fondle.
Patrick, when you have that kind of money, you buy a Babyface P double. He goes to the concert. Yeah, he goes to the concert. He does all the romantic stuff with, you know.
They have to get my face made onto their face. So they have to go through years of painful, extremely painful,
and then they have to do all the things you don't want to do.
Cool, just like me, so they can take Marley to the concert, so I don't have to.
Yes, exactly. All the things you don't want to do, any kind of like meeting in-laws or whatever else you don't want to deal with.
If they ever get uppity and think they're taking over, we get rid of them real quick.
If people try to take you, that's who gets kidnapped.
Get us a new clone. Yeah. He gets kidnapped instead of me. That's right.
When people try to kidnap, listen, who did that? A lot of these bad guys, these despots, had body doubles.
Tons of them had body doubles. Yeah. The guys that run third world countries.
Lola says she'll go to the concerts with Marley, and you guys can sit at home fondling your toys.
Fondling toys. Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. Do you know Lola will spend more money than me? I guarantee you. Under those circumstances, you know.
If she had unlimited money, I don't know. I think Lola would spend herself out to a point where she's like, I don't want to spend anymore. I don't need anything.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I'll be making movies.
I would buy stuff all the time. I would just have things coming to the house all the time, and then I'd be like, oh, cool, that's really nice, thank you. And then I'd just give it to somebody.
This is why we don't have any money like that.
I do that shit with my friends on cheap stuff. Anybody that likes gun stuff, like, I'll have, like, friends come over, and they'll, like, Jeff will come over, and he's like, oh, yeah, you can use something like that. I'm like, okay, take it home with you.
Oh,
I'll get another. That's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
But that's for cheap stuff. That's like $10 magazines.
Yeah.
That's not.
Next time I come over, I'm leaving with some night vision.
You're gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, that's Nelly. I could really use one of those."
Yeah, you don't need this. You got two of these.
No. When we come to $10 mags, I'll give you some Glock mags. But
listen, if I had that kind of money, I'm having robot dogs, and my robot dogs will have because I want them patrolling my estate.
Oh, you want a robot dog that patrols the yard?
Yeah, with rocket launchers and miniguns and all that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, yeah. I'm going all out. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have all female bodyguards.
There's I almost said a race. There is a group of Chinese women that are trained to be bodyguards. Have you seen that before?
No, but Gaddafi had all female bodyguards.
There is a female. It's like I think it's in China, where they train girls from birth to be bodyguards for these people because they blend in. Supposedly, they blend in better than men with guns. So you'll have pretty things on your arm walking around in China, and they are like able to kill people with two thumbs, and you're dead. Yeah. It's a real thing. I looked into it years ago, like 10 years ago, but I remember it being a real thing.
I'm going to be so buff, but I'm never going to work out. I'm going to have people like massaging all my muscles all the time.
Oh, like a cow, like those cows that are turned into...
but I'll be
like
buff.
Wagyu cows. They get your muscles buff for you by you're just sitting there and they're just buffing out your muscles.
Trust me, I could waste money. I'm a dude.
I
have full capabilities of burning all the money.
Yeah, I could waste a lot of money.
All the money in the world. And I could probably do it, man. Brewster's Millions ain't got nothing on me.
Me running a third world country would be a disaster.
I'm taking over a third world country with that money.
The palace would just be full of fucking guns, and the people would be like, we need bread. I'm like, there's another Glock on the way. Go get that. Go get it for me.
Listen, with that money, I'm getting Cuba. You want to go back to Cuba? We taking it over.
I'll take part of Cuba. I hear it's beautiful. I heard Cuba's great.
We'll take back over Cuba. You know, I mean,
what would happen? I know we're running really late here, but theoretically, if say Jeff Bezos comes down and goes, U.S. government, listen, I'm taking Cuba. You don't. I'm going. I'm doing it. What is the U.S. government going to do?
Just deal with it.
Yeah, they'd be like, okay.
I mean, my Cuba is going to be a nice Cuba, you know. It's going,
there will be more.
It's going to be freedom. Yeah, it's going to be freedom.
Lots of women in bikinis.
Yeah. Then there's just going to be more men. Eventually, what's going to happen is all the dudes are going to go over there.
You have to have a tally as they come in and be like, "Listen, we're full of men for the day. No more men today. Yeah. You got to come back tomorrow." Yeah.
You know how I know This is how I know Dan Bilzerian was faking it. Because if you really got $1 billion and you're a gun guy, trust me, we can really go there. You know, if you genuinely have $1 billion and you're a gun guy, I could go there. I could go there. You don't want to know, but Dan Bilzerian is gonna look like like Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough fantasizing about stuff that's not going to happen. It's not. We're not getting there. But that moment of thinking about it helps you get over your pain. This is my advice to people out there. Your pain of not having the guns, instead of crying yourself to sleep at night about all the guns you can't afford, just imagine. Just imagine
that you're super wealthy and have Chinese female bodyguards everywhere.
Yeah, just imagine your life perfect. You have all the guns, everything that you need, and and you won't cry yourself to sleep. You'll just cry when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, you go, oh no.
All right, listen. Tell the folks out there, Patrick, where can they find you? How can they support you? All that good stuff.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP or here on Utreon. It is babyfaceP. You look me up, and my channel is coming over. So new video went up today. If you want to learn how to do a pin and weld on an AR-15 barrel, that video is live. Show you how to TIG weld a pin into your barrel. It's pretty simple, but it's there. Beyond that, Instagram is baby_faceP. You can go find the fun stuff that I post over there, because most of the time it's things that are less censored and more fun to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Lola is saying lots of women in bikinis. You two are mad.
Listen.
Not on the range. Not on the range, Lola. They won't be on the range in bikinis.
I would still be married. Marley and I would have our but I want eye candy. There's nothing wrong with looking, as long as you don't touch, just looking.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Marley can't even hear you right now. Lola is actually listening.
Yeah,
so, I know. they're just. I'm just employing the silicone. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The silicone has to work also. That's what it's all about. All right, listen. We're gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back. Babyface is gonna hit you guys with words of wisdom for the second time in a row. Wisdom from Babyface P. Big shout out to Franklin Armory. Thanks to them for sponsoring the show. We really appreciate that. Big shout out to all you guys for hanging out with us here all night on Utreon. Yes, that's where we're live now. So we can mess around with guns and shit. I had stuff here I didn't even show you guys. I had some lowers and stuff like that. Next time. Yeah, I'll leave it here. We'll show that tomorrow. Let me run in the end, and Babyface P is going to come back and drop you guys with some words of wisdom. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, follow the channel on Utreon and all that good stuff. We're going to rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes and all your other favorite places to go to for your audio podcast. We're on the Firearms Radio Network. Big shout out to those guys as well. Patrick, what you got?
If you made it this far by rewatching or listening, and follow us, go ahead and follow us on our social medias, and you too can have big guns and big women.
Yeah. Hank Gazillions. I see 42 Chilled says Gazillions. I'll be Hank Gazillions.
There you go.
Yeah. Who'll be so horrible? Who'll be so horrible? We're out of here.
Intolerable.
Peace. We out.